One quick. Hey. Oh, hey.
Hey.
Hey. Shit. I didn't have my shit set. Welcome back. All right. In continuation of this shit show. I haven't ran it into the ground far enough or off a high enough cliff. It is getting hot.
Yep.
It's getting hot in here. All right, all right. What's that, Jeffro?
I just say yep.
Yep. Okay. Triple J should be here in a second as well.
Man.
Yeah, I don't know about. Yeah, 50 subs. I don't think anybody will be awake at this time to see us. So it might be all we get. Might just be us guys.
You can keep going with that, D.
What is that?
Or you took your jacket off.
Well, here we go. No, I was just kidding.
Yeah, it's so hot.
I had to straighten up my shorts. I really had to.
He's talking about.
Yeah, I know, right? Mine's got a hole. Oh, what about the guy in India at the lumber, the plywood factory who had the air hose shoved up his ass and died?
Oh, God.
Like he'd been over, he had a hole in his trousers, and his coworker shoved the air compressor hose right up his rectum and set it on, and it gave him a hemorrhage, and he ended up dying.
Oh, that's awful.
That's awful. It happened,
you.
though. I mean, you got to at least acknowledge it, like, you know, how fucked up and... Yeah, I guess you're right. I could ignore that.
J-Rock. Dropping knowledge.
Oh, my God.
Dropping
I can
knowledge.
forget that exists. Dropping knowledge.
We could just like
Dropping
Not in my world.
Yeah, we could probably ignore that part.
Yeah, that part don't come into factor.
Tunnel vision. Gosh.
It be what it be, yo. It be what it be.
See, now I'm gonna have dreams about that and the cow, and those are just, two things are gonna blend together.
Oh
no!
Amalgamation.
Yeah.
I know. Now you're gonna
nice
do
word,
a cow with a air compressor.
They're gonna blend together.
Yeah, I'm sitting here thinking like the dude fucking the cow. If one of us rednecks would have had an air compressor hose to stick up his ass while he was fucking that cow, as horrible as it would have been, you're looking at it would be. He's raping an animal. He's raping a animal. Like, I mean, that's justice. Hillbilly justice.
Yeah.
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 I don't think the cow consented.
I don't think the cow consented.
Right.
Don't say no.
Moo means
It
moo.
didn't say no.
Moo means no. Oh my God, that's funny. Yes. I want a T-shirt with that on it. Moo means moo. That is brilliant.
Awesome.
Yeah, good shot.
That's T-shirts.
Good shot,
bumper
Stray.
stickers.
Hell yeah.
Party balloons.
Need a headband. My new bandana. Moo means moo. I'm gonna find a social justice warrior protest, and I'm gonna make up a big ass sign that says "Moo means moo." And you know what? There'd be people. Yeah, it's a movement. There'd be people patting me on the back, talking about.
It's a movement.
It's a movement. Movement.
Wait. Hashtag me move.
Hashtag that.
Hashtag me move.
Oh my God.
Bunch of fucking idiots.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Welcome to the
It's
show.
a movement. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, we're live right now.
Why do cows?
We're live on
Yeah,
YouTube.
we're live.
Oh gosh, never
Oh
mind.
yeah, I meant to tell you, we're live.
On YouTube. Oh no, I'm sorry.
On
That was
YouTube.
too far.
Nah.
On YouTube.
Boo!
You had to kick that cow while it was dead. All right, now I just officially fucking killed it.
Yeah.
It's not even taking it too far with me. It's just like, yeah, I don't even know. There ain't even words. I got no understanding of when to let something go.
No filter. No filter.
Yeah. No filter. Yeah, but it's like once the boat leaves the harbor and it's out of sight, I'm still fucking talking about it. It's just like, I got
3 days later.
3 days later, it's
Same
like,
stuff.
I come up with something, and it's the worst one.
Funny.
It's like, just can't let it go. Oh my God.
Well,
got
and
a
then
problem.
I have to explain to
problem.
people why it's funny still.
But it ain't funny. The shit I say like late is like the dumbest ones of all. It's like the funny stuff's already gone, and it's just like I try to inject something that's super stupid and don't relate half-assed, and I try to tie it in on something that it just makes me look even worse. I'm learning.
Right, well,
I'll get there. You know what I'm saying? Like seeing myself do this shit on stream is definitely encouragement to stop doing that.
I would like to officially change the subject to what have we been dreaming lately? Who had the last dream?
I haven't dreamed for about 2 weeks.
Well,
I didn't dream last night, but I had a dream a few days ago. But who's had a dream recently?
I very rarely remember them.
Mm-hmm.
And usually the ones that I do remember seem to happen in that in-between state.
Yeah, that's like you wake up, it's kind of starting to get light, you go back to sleep, and then you have it. Yeah.
It's that like I almost fell asleep. I'm there, but I'm still conscious, and I could open my eyes if I want to, but I'm really trying to go to sleep. That was
just kind of flowing through your dream.
Sunday night, Monday morning, about 1:30. It felt like I was being electrocuted. Like grab a hold of the plug, and then for like 5-10 seconds, and then let go. And it happened probably 20-30 times.
Oh wow!
And when the entire body tense up, and when it was all done, I sat up inside of my bed, and I knew it was happening. I didn't dream it because I could feel the after effects. Like my entire body was like a dull pins and needles.
Yep, I reckon.
And that was the start of my shit week.
I think that was something about the solar flares. I think that was probably solar weather that was hitting you. You were actually getting electrocuted by the EMF being emitted from the sun to the Earth's body. I mean, there's a shit ton of it at the moment. And
yeah, that was not fun.
No. I had an interesting dream recently where I was talking to my friend about it, and my friend is a really, really good dream analyst. He is amazing at dream analysis. He can come up with some factors that you never even imagine. And in this dream, I'm in my life state right now is unpacking and packing because I'm moving house. So I'm in this room, I'm trying to pack stuff into a box, and something is coming to the door, and I think it's dark. And it's knocking on the door, and I keep saying, "I'm busy. I'm busy." I kept like coming out of my mouth like, "I'm busy." Like I couldn't get the word out. Even my 3-year-old sleeping next to me, she woke me up, and she was like, "Are you okay, Mummy?" I was like, "Yeah."
Oh God.
Shit. I kept saying, "I'm busy. I'm busy. I'm busy. You can't come in." Like you're on the toilet and someone's trying to get in. It's busy. I'm busy. Anyway, I'm trying to work out this dream. I'm trying to figure out maybe it wasn't dark. What was on the other side of the door was actually my real life.
Did you feel rushed?
I was too busy. I kept being too busy to let it in because of this 3D stuff that I have to go through right now. I have to go through a shit ton of 3D stuff. And I wasn't able to meditate for a very long time. I was so busy with stuff. I couldn't get into my subconscious, and so I'm thinking maybe that was the dream, is that whatever was behind the door wasn't actually dark. It was my higher self trying to let me know that it's waiting for me after I've done with all this 3D stuff that's in my life at the moment. I've got a ton of it.
Did you feel rushed?
No, I was actually. I was rushed. Yes, you're right. Because I was packing boxes at the time. I'm trying to find a place for everything, put it in the right box in the dream.
I'm trying to make sure you got everything.
Yeah, and the thing's coming at the door, and it's knocking, and I didn't want it to come in. I'm saying, "I'm busy. I'm busy." it was just weird the way that my voice went. It wasn't like I was able to say, I'm busy. I said, I'm busy.
It was like your throat chakras.
I couldn't get the words out. You know, it was a bit like, you know, in the dream when you're scared and you can't say stop, you go, stop. You can't.
Jules, that's my most common dream. Jules.
Yeah.
Is not being able to talk and talking like that and struggling to get the words out.
Your voice is half gone. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's my most common dream.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like you were getting ready, the packing dreams and the getting ready dreams.
But I had the dream in this house, and I've already moved to this house, Stray Cat. I've already moved here. So I've done all the packing, and now I'm on to the unpacking. So I should, you know, the difference with my friend who's the dream analyst, he was like, but now you're in the new house. So it's not like, so he can really interpret the energy that now I'm in the new house. What does that mean? But he couldn't even really figure it out either. I'm busy. I mean, at least I would have said, go away. I don't want you to come in the door. No, I said, I'm busy. You can't come in because I'm busy. And then what happened was in the morning when I woke up, and I have an astrology. There's an astrology chick I watch in the morning, and within the first 20, 30 seconds of what she said, it was like this. She said, you know, what are we spending our energy on? Are we too busy with our 3D life? And I was just like, bang! It was just like a synchronicity. It was like, I'm too busy. That's why I'm having this dream. Anyway, we've rambled on about my dream about being busy for way too long.
No, you're fine, Jules.
It's kind of weird, isn't it, when you start to unravel the meaning of things that happen in your real life. And, you know, my dreams are more real than my waking life. I've always said. So I really try to get to the bottom of why I've dreamt that, or what words have come through the dream and why and what does it mean. But yeah, being electrocuted, Jared, I can't imagine being electrocuted 30 times in a dream. I mean, that's full on, man.
It felt like it was trying to push my brain out the top of my head.
Oh, shit.
Jesus.
like
everything tensed up, just like.
Well, that was at the same time as those spikes, wasn't it?
Yeah, because I think it might have been ZZ posted a little chart in Unistream, and I saw it the next morning. I was like, wow, that's like right about the same time. And there was, you know, like greens and yellows, and right at the same time it was red, like.
Shit, man. And then you had a shit week after that.
Yeah. Monday morning, a UPS truck showed up with my new computer, and it showed up DOA. And that started everything. I almost set the damn parts store on fire. Or at least escorted out. There were like 12 trips to get power steering lines. It's like absolute. I got everything put back together and went to put the pulley back on. And there's some threads that are supposed to be in the inside of the shaft that you use to draw the pulley back in. They were non-existent. They had rusted out. They were just gone.
Jesus.
So I took it all back off. Had to go get a whole new pump after like 12 trips just for the lines. It was just a complete nightmare scenario. I'm like, I've done power steering pumps 1,000 times. I can do it with my eyes closed. And this one just, didn't want to.
Yeah.
You know what? Sometimes it all goes to shit because we are being made to be tested. We're really being made to test our metal. You know that word, that saying, testing your metal. It's like testing how much guts one has inside of themselves. Because sometimes we get tested so hard, and sometimes we actually look at God and say, God, I can't handle this. Why are you giving me this? I can't handle. And then the higher self of you comes back and goes, okay, God, you think I'm that super cool that I can handle this? Well, yeah, sure, I can handle this. You know what I mean? It's like...
No, because I failed that test. I was man straighting all week.
You did not fail the test. Come on. You never failed the test. It just was freaking hard, and it took you a minute, and you thought that you were going to fail it, but you never failed it. Because at some point you said, well, if I'm being tested this hard, then I must be worthy of this test. And that's what life is all about.
Scripture says, a bruised reed he will not break, and a smoking flax he shall not quench. And my favorite pastor, that's something from my favorite pastors. There's like a little motivational video. It's only like 12 minutes long, but it's all about
reference. I've seen it. I've seen that video.
Oh, that's the one that I told you about to watch.
Yep. And I've watched it. Yeah. What was the pastor's name? No, go ahead and shout out.
Charles Lawson.
Charles. Yep. Yep. That's the video I watched.
But hey, guys, if y'all are interested in like y'all might have watched CERN, like videos on CERN where there was a pastor talking, like an old country pastor. Have y'all ever heard those videos?
Yeah.
Anyway,
I know what you're talking about.
Anyway, that's Charles. That's Charles Lawson. And
okay, that's where I know the name from.
Yeah, and I watch him every day, but there's this one video that I made D watch. It's only like 12 minutes long, and I listen to it once a day. But that's what it's all about, is tests that you go through and how he won't give you anything more than you can handle.
Exactly. That's it. So when you say
I made it through, I was pretty pissy all week, but I made it through.
Yeah.
Because what happens is when God lays us up with this much pressure, in the immediate action is we say, God, why are you doing this to me? I can't handle it. And then you realize how much is being bestowed upon your shoulders, and you go, oh shit, I can rise to this challenge. And thank you, God, because you believe in me. That's, you know what I mean? It's a little kooky what I just said, but that's how I felt in my life. Is at first I go, I can't handle this. And then I go, wow, I must be really worthy because I've been given this much pressure. And then when you start to realize that every single thing, every single lesson in your life has been chosen by the self. And that's where I get into trouble with people, because I believe that I am God, and I'm still not separated from my God. Is that God and myself have given me every single lesson, no matter how hard it has been through my life. And so it kind of gets you out of a victim mentality, because nothing else has done it to you but you. When you decide that every shit thing that's happened to you or me is because I've chosen to carry that, then there's nobody to blame. So I'm not a victim of anybody. I'm a product of a manifestation of myself. You know what I mean? So that makes life easier. Yeah. That makes all the hard shit a lot easier to deal with, because I'm not sitting here and nobody's done this to me but me. And that's why I still laugh about it. You've got to laugh about it. That's all we can do as humans, is laugh. And the more we laugh.
It's true.
Yeah, there was some laughter. It was more like crazed laughter, like, haha, okay, great. But there was laughter.
Good. Yeah, there's got to be laughter. Some people sometimes ask me, what does God mean to me? What is God to me? Because I'm, a very spiritual person, being. And I say that God is how big this is. So if I'm smiling or I'm laughing, that is God to me. The ability, you see, you can't then put that into a persona. You can't say that is a figure with a white beard and on a chair and anywhere. What it is the ability in myself to laugh and smile and feel bliss and love. that is what God is. Because we're all kind of trying to figure out what is God. And it is truly that ability to laugh through all of it, through every single, and I'm sure that you, as much as me, has had many, many very hard times in their life, really hard experiences. But, you know, they don't bring us down as long as we're still smiling and laughing in some capacity about it.
So that's kind of funny you mentioned like that, though. I have a tattoo. It's only one. It's on the side of my head.
Yeah.
And it's a skull with a jester hat.
Yeah, it's badass.
That's kind of what that always meant to me is, always keep laughing through the shit.
Yeah. It is. That and that gives us protection as well. Because when we're in the fear mentality or the victim mentality or any of the negative emotions, we're kind of filet mignon for the you know who I'm talking about. They're the I'll call it the dark forces for now, but there's better words to use for that. But when we do not allow ourselves to go into those negative emotions like fear and attachment and jealousy and rage and
fear
is a big one. Shame is another big one. Guilt is another big one. You don't let yourself go into these kind of emotions because you become your energy becomes filet mignon for the dark brothers. They're just waiting. They're just waiting to suck it up. And I can see it's not in you, Jeff.
Energy vampires?
Yeah. They're all around us. Yeah, they're all around us, man. And some of us, yeah, and more than others.
Stray, that was really creepy, honey. Oh, wow. Yeah, I just had to get rid of an energy vampire. Been a friend of mine for a really long time, and just for the longest time, he's just always negative and depressed and Eeyore, and something's always going wrong, and I'm always trying to fix stuff. And
I remember this with you. I remember talking to you about this. In fact, I was going through your chart, or I don't know when it was I was talking to you, Jared. I was like, you've got to get rid of some people around you who are going to be sucking your energy. I knew it.
Because I love the guy like a brother. I mean, we've been friends for literally ever.
And
I just couldn't do it anymore. I'm like, dude, you're killing me.
I think I told you at the time, you need to make some more time for yourself. I think, I don't even know if, I don't think it was anything to do with your chart. It was something you'd said to me, and it was like, people just keep wanting stuff from you. And they're going to keep on asking stuff from you. But at some point or another, you've got to say, I can't do it anymore, and I've got to give more time for me. I don't know if I told you to have more baths or me time.
Yeah, there might have been a bath in there somewhere, but I can't do baths.
I love my baths.
Literally, my ankles and my ass gets wet. I don't fit in the bathtub.
Do your knees around your ears?
Pretty much, yeah.
Man, you need a man-sized bath. Where do we get a man-sized bath? Like, can't you get like a king-size bath?
I can go to the farm store and get like a horse trough.
Jinx. Yeah.
Horse trough filled with some hot water and wait for it to get cold again.
Tub style.
Yeah.
I totally understand. But I mean, I don't understand why they make a king-size bed for big men, and they don't make a king-size bath.
Well, they have the claw puts. House that I grew up in, they restored the bathroom with antiques, so I had a clawfoot bathtub. That they're much larger, much deeper.
Yeah. Because
my dad, 6'1", You know, it's like you expect me to get in wet. So yeah, they decided to get a clawfoot bathtub and a pool drawstring where you flush. Pull it from the top. And the cover's not, it doesn't have a cover on it. I remember all the little kids used to get so scared. You hear the little feet running away. They'd flush it. It was so loud. I'm sorry. But yes, they do make big tubs was the point I was trying to, yes.
I reckon the house I've moved into is a smaller bath, because we don't call it a tub. We call it a bath here. It's got a smaller bath than the last house I was in, just by a few inches, but it makes a difference.
I'm sorry. I was back there, but I had my shit on mute. Sorry. For the record. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry, Jules. Go ahead.
No.
Hey, Jib.
Hey, Jibba.
Jibba?
Look at that red beard.
Triple J.
Man.
Hey, sorry about that. I'm all over the place tonight, man. The last few days, man. I'm doing dumb things. Not turning my mic on.
Join the club, man.
Going things like an act of Congress to get, like getting me in the street.
I've got a song about that, Jibba. I've got a song about that. It's by Paul Kelly, and it goes like this. I've done my ring. I've done all the dumb things. Have you never heard that song?
Probably.
I pawned my ring.
I got peaches pumping right now.
Yeah,
sucking on my titties like you wanting me, calling me.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh shit! Fuck the pain away. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm always jamming out some crazy shit.
How did you get onto that, Jibba? How did you do that?
How to do what?
Were you listening to the very start of the call earlier where we were talking about peaches? What?
Oh really? I didn't know. It's just part of my playlist of crazy shit on Spotify.
We had like a 20-minute conversation about it.
It was James who knew the lyrics to the Peaches song. And I'm not going to go there again, but I can't believe that you actually just, if you didn't hear...
in 2008, when I first ran into her music, there was that song, that Fuck the Pain Away. And it was a video that somebody made, the song, and it had like her dancing, which I don't think it was her. And it had like clips of Barney from Mayberry, Barney. And it was pretty fun. It's on YouTube. You can check it out. It's hilarious.
He's hot, man.
But that was my introduction to Peaches. And that woman is ugly. That's a really ugly lady.
I find her very attractive. I really do.
Well, I mean, I think, let me rephrase that. She can be ugly. I think she does that on purpose. She uglies herself up for some shit. She's a real artist. Her performance, she performs, and that's part of her performance in her art. She just like puts crazy shit on her teeth and makes it look like she got fucked in black teeth or all kinds of weird shit like that. Like not like stylized, like she actually has fucked up teeth. That's what she makes it look like.
No, but she has a big gap in her teeth. That's what she's got, is a big gap. She doesn't have black teeth.
I'm too busy looking at her titties in her vagina. Usually she's got it hanging out.
Oh, she does that. Like if you saw the video of Rub.
And I'm cool with that. That's not crazy. I like that, and I support it.
I think
if she wants to throw her tang out.
You'll see her in a bikini, and she has a bikini on, and then
Space tang.
What happens is she gets this cartoon.
Space tang.
Cartoon cubes.
This is astronaut. It's the official drink of astronauts.
Like she's definitely the opposite of congenial. She's the opposite of congenial. She's the anti-congenial, and I love her for that. She will like.
Well, she's part of. She's a bit of that, Pussy Riot wave, of all the super hardcore. I don't even want to call them feminists because I don't think that's what she is.
Jared,
but a lot of that was started with like L7 back in the 90s, bands like L7 and the Breeders and some of the other ones, all chick groups.
I'm interested to know if Jared has heard of Peaches.
No, just the first time. When you brought him up earlier, I went and Googled real quick.
What's the other big song she had? She had another really big hit song as far as
She had a big one with Iggy Pop, and it went.
No,
Who the fuck is Biggie Pop?
The girls want a beer. It's like the girls want a beer. It's like something like that right there. She doesn't know the song. She performed at Glastonbury one year. That shit.
The boys wanna be her. The girls wanna be her. I wanna be her.
It confuses me sexually.
Yeah, that's how it goes. I don't sing very well.
It's like she says something and it makes me happy in pants, and then she says something and it makes me sad in pants, and then she totally just reverses it and makes me happy in pants again, and it's confusing. I don't know what to do.
Jared, I've been into Peaches since 2003.
I don't know whether to whack it or chop it off like all those other confused.
Stick it in a vacuum cleaner.
Non-cis. That doesn't really work anymore. I can't fit it. In the hose anymore, man. It's too big.
Yeah, you gotta put it in first and then let it fill it up.
So that's what I do with skinny girls. I put it in soft and I listen for the bones to crack when the swelling starts.
Oh no! Swell up.
Oh no!
I have a lot of those, man.
Like a fortune cookie. I won't do no more nasty jokes. I'm sorry. My bad.
It's all right. I'm nasty. I can't help it. Because I was born that way. I was literally born out of a vagina. That's pretty nasty. I'm nasty.
He's a vegetarian. I can't help it. It's in the alignment.
Yep. I'm in the, how would Jules put it? I'm like in the seventh house of the Poon planet.
Poon planet. Uranus?
Or whatever. No, not Uranus. Not that Poon. That's the wrong Poon, D.
Yeah. The back Poon.
The wrong Poon for me, anyway.
Yeah, the back Poon.
Some people, hey, it takes all types to make a world, and that's great, actually. Sometimes you got to be a freak, man. You know? I'd like to be a freak all the time.
I know what you mean,
People, I couldn't go out in public, man. You know?
And I don't have to.
So who all's on right now? I see J Rod, I see D, I see Jeffro Toll. What's up?
What's up, man?
Quiet little mouse, you.
I know, man. Tired.
Yeah.
It's like last week. Yeah, it's like Jeffro, are you asleep? No, I'm here. It's like. I hope I didn't. So what y'all talking about? Y'all talking about anything? You're just bullshit right now.
Yeah. Shooting the shit.
There was something that I was a topic I was thinking about a couple of days ago. Hell, I can't even remember what it is now. It was pretty good too. It bums me out. That damn memory of mine, man. I've been stressed out the last few days, so it's hard for me to my memory is giving me a hard time.
Did anyone got a light?
I got one.
Yeah, actually, I'm calling my That reminds me, D. Are you going to do a fourth? Are you going to do a fourth stream part of the stream?
I'm not sure, man. We was hoping to hang out till Schmeenitz got here, but Jeffro's a bit tired, and I'm not sure how everybody else is feeling. But I'm good to go for a bit, man.
Yeah, well, I mean, in about 30 minutes, I was going to have to run up to the gas station and get some more smokes. I can't continue. Oh shit! I can't continue without that sweet backy. So yeah. I got like one cigarette out in my bag. You know, yeah. We'll out there and hit that bitch up. J-Rod, man, I haven't had.
Yeah, we should be kicking it a bit, man.
Oh shit!
We should be kicking it for a while.
Cool, good. Because I was gonna sleep, but I'm stressed out, man, and I need to be around my people. You know what I mean?
All right. Well, before we all go, I've got to do my handstand bit. Sorry, Jibbo, if I meant to cut you off. I didn't mean.
Do your thing. No, that's cool. Hey, you know what? Hey, you do you. All right, baby doll.
I'll do my handstands and then I'll be off to bed. I just can't leave without doing my.
It looks like you're doing a handstand now. Your hands are.
Oh fuck!
Oh hey, headbutt the floor. That ain't how you start the handstand. Not a headstand.
Yeah, hang on. It's not really working out right here. The table's a bit close.
Jules.
Give me to that.
Oh my god!
This is supposed to be a handstand. It turned into a calamity.
Oh my god!
She's knocking over fucking
like,
shit on the shelves.
It's a handstand. It's supposed to be a handstand. It's like, is she alive still? What's going on?
She's gonna be bleeding in a minute.
Right. Okay, wait. Oh, I've been doing handstands. Oh.
Face the ground.
I must be getting old or something. Oh.
Now I'm gonna do a handstand.
All right, there I am. I'm going into the back.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
That didn't sound good. That didn't sound.
I think we're witnessing. We may be witnessing a seizure. If you ain't careful.
Did you tuck and roll?
I'm trying.
Tuck and roll.
Tuck and roll. There you
Tuck
go.
and roll.
Roll out of
You know
that
a guy. You know a guy that was a well-established what do you call acrobat. He jumped out of the Hindenburg as it was falling and tuck and rolled and fucking lived. He's one of the only ones that did.
Jesus.
So tuck and roll, tried and true. Yeah, he fucking jumped right off that motherfucker, knew right when to jump and landed the right way. And he's I think one of the only ones that actually survived that shit.
A human flea or something. That's pretty impressive.
Fuck, let me tell you something. Like, I didn't have to have a catastrophe like the Hindenburg disaster to know that I would never get up into a motherfucking thing like that, dude.
Yeah, I don't like flying. I don't understand at this day and age they don't have like really small makeshift parachutes that people can just keep in their carry-on bag or something.
Actually, that's a big some entrepreneur actually has come out with that. There's that on YouTube you got that. Always they have those videos. It's like 10 new tech things that are really cool that are coming out. And a guy he's got that. It's a personal parachute device. Actually, they got one for buildings. Like if a shooter comes in and you're stuck at the top of your office, like it comes with like a rope. It's not a parachute, and you just it automatically will unwind and they'll bring you down slowly, like 8 stories or some shit, or however long you need it. So it's a way to escape out of a window. I don't know how they get out one of them thick ass unbreakable windows in a skyscraper building. It's kind of a flaw in life.
I heard crickets. I literally heard crickets.
You know what's funny? I watched one of those like 10 new tech gadgets. You know what the first one was? A fucking butt plug.
Oh, I was about to say a flashlight you can put your dick in.
The flashlight? That's old, man. I bought one of those I bought one of those at a shop 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought a flashlight 20 years ago.
I don't know, man. You know the funniest one I think I still to this day I've ever seen? That jackhammer Jesus. You ever see that?
Jackhammer Jesus. No.
Yeah, it's a dildo. The bottom of it is the top of a cross, and it's got it's so weird. Like,
have you ever seen the Brojack?
The Brojack? No, I've never heard of that. It's got a funny ass name, though.
Brojack's awesome. Brojack. You got a big one, Brojack. You got a little one, Brojack. You ain't got no dick, Brojack. It's pretty fucking good.
Sounds like it'd be a hot song.
Like a bro named Jack who comes in.
Yeah, it's a power
that
saw
actually would be right.
On it. That's all it is a power saw with a dildo on it. And some redneck advertising it like an infomercial. It's a pretty fucking good infomercial, man.
Dude pushing through the door like the Kool-Aid man.
Yeah, Brojack. You rang? Oh yeah.
Pushing through the back door.
With a glass of Kool-Aid in his hand and a dildo. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I was tripping acid one time with my buddy. I was on the. Sorry, J-Rod, go ahead.
I say our singer's wife is a little thicker girl, and she always wears tracksuits. A couple weeks ago, she had like a wine-colored tracksuit on, and they were leaving. I was like, "Hey, will you do me a favor? When you leave and close the door, will you bust back in real quick and just go, oh yeah." And she did it.
Did she?
She's crazy like that.
Awesome.
Awesome girl. Love
that. Multiple high fives.
Yeah, pretty cool chick.
That right there. If you have to be, because otherwise she'd committed suicide. That's a harsh one right there.
Otherwise, I'm getting throat punched.
She either goes along with it or punches you in the throat.
A throat punch might actually kill you, but I'd rather be throat punched than some of the other places that they could punch you.
Yeah, the spleen. You can punch me in the dick.
Yeah.
But I'll just be happy.
A cock punch, man. A cock punch, a real solid one, dude. You'll be fucked up for probably a couple hours. I know I would.
My best friend, the only guy that was there that can verify this, is in prison for life right now for murder. But there was this fellow. We was at a bar in Camden, South Carolina.
He cock punched somebody to death.
No, he shot a guy, and he's still in prison.
I mean, it just sounded like the way you were starting.
No, we were at this bar in Camden, and this dude, he was selling drugs and shit at the bar, and he claimed that he was in a fire and he didn't have no feelings in his nuts. That he was completely numb from in the crotch area, and he was just like, yeah, I can, people can hit me or kick me in the nuts. I don't give a fuck. And my friend's just like, can we kick you in the nuts? And he's like, yeah. And I swear to God, this dude laid down with his legs spread and let us stomp him in the balls. I'm not lying.
No.
And my friend did it. I waited for my friend to do it, and I was just like, oh my God. And this guy was just showing off in front of the girl we were hanging with, right?
Straight cat. What are you thinking right now?
Well, my friend.
Iron Balls McGingy?
Crickets.
Yeah, from the jerk.
Oh my God.
I love that.
Well, my friend stomped him in the nuts. And
cock punch.
Anyway, so my friend stomped him. Oh my God. My friend stomped him in the nuts, and he looked over at me. And he was just like, "You up?"
I have one thing to say. It's a 1-2. Oh my God! It's a 1-2. Oh my God! You know that line? What?
Beastie Boys.
The Beastie Boys.
I didn't finish my story. Goddamn it. So my friend stomped him in the nuts, and he looks over at me, and he's just like, "Your turn." Or you're up, and I jumped out the car and I rolled over the hood in the anticipation of stomping this dude in the nuts. And I picked my foot up and I put all my fucking weight onto it, right? And I felt his testicle shoot from the heel of my shoe all the way up into his abdomen. And he's looking at me with this look in his face was just like, "Is that all you got?" And it fucked with me, man. It absolutely fucked with me.
Oh, goddamn.
Well, it would have fucking shot up in him. I mean, I felt it. I felt it shoot up in him, man. So he did have balls, and it did stomp on him.
Even though you couldn't feel it, it must have been damaging the body. It must have been in some way damaging that body.
Well, you know that guy.
It's just like stabbing a guy that's numb in the legs.
What's that guy? The Chinese guy that knows that can make the fire, that Reiki shit that wouldn't go back on camera. He can actually pull his nuts up into his body and. Somebody could hear him in the nuts, and it wouldn't matter because they won't be able to reach it. That's a hell of a trick. So my balls won't do that.
Well, my balls are already up there. I got balls.
I hope your balls are non-existent.
No, I have balls. They're just up there. They're like way up there. They're like where that Reiki guy you were just talking about, he pulled his balls right up there.
Yeah.
But with us women, our balls are up there.
The ding dong does it all the time. It just kind of just disappears. Fucking balls just always hanging around.
Called ovaries. So yours are called gonads and ovaries.
Oh. Hang around like they're hanging around like at a barflies. It's hanging around.
And
how much is it? If I make it to be 70 years old and my shit's hanging down on my knees.
Yeah.
I'd rather just die. I hope somebody just puts me out of my misery. I mean, I could be perfect shape at 70 years old. Perfect, right? Be fit, be like the most fittest 70-year-old ever. But if my balls are hanging down on my knees, boom, put a shotgun blast in my head. Get it over with.
But at that point, you just go to the store and you get a fresh head of broccoli and you take that big fat rubber band off there. And
no, fuck that, man. My grandfather used to do that to cattle. I don't want to. I used to see him do that to cattle. I'd rather just tie it
like a week or two.
I'd rather just tie it around my leg, my thigh, or maybe a couple knots. You know what I mean?
Don't they make banana hammocks for that shit?
Oh, the grape smugglers.
Sling it up there.
I didn't quite hear what you said, Jared, about the broccoli, because I had a conversation about.
He's talking about the rubber band. It's a strong rubber band on broccoli, and that's how they wrap rubber bands around the nuts on bulls to castrate them, or pigs.
And
they cut. And what it is it'll naturally it'll rot and fall off. Their nuts will rot and fall off because the circulation's cut.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Like in a Fight Club. Like in Fight Club. Oh, it falls right. Cool.
So we do that to sheep as well. We do that thing with the sheep. And, we put the rubber bands on the tail, and the tail eventually falls off. Yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah, simple solution. Broccoli's got one of the best rubber bands I can think of.
Dude, the strongest rubber band I've ever fucking run into, man. Like, I never keep them. Like, I don't know what I do with them. That's how strong they are.
You could use the head of broccoli and make soup. So it's like a twofer.
Right?
So, and also, you can also give your balls salmonella. Or E. coli. It's E. coli, sorry. If you, get the wrong batch. You might just get E. coli on your balls. You're going to lose your balls, but you'll have E. coli on your balls, too.
Well,
I mean, it's still...
That's the biggest.
We're talking about the stupidest shit. Let's change the subject. I don't even know why we're talking about this. We're actually waxing intellectually on the whole deal. I think we just reached a new low. I know, not me, but
you're welcome.
Oh, hey, I guarantee you, I'll bring it down lower. You know I will. Not maybe not tonight, but
kitty.
I know that's Oka. Her name's Oka. Look at her.
Pause.
Beautiful.
She's all like white under her chin and all black above her nose. She's like a killer whale.
It's a he?
No, it's a girl. Her name's Oka.
Oh God, I can't deal with that. They spray like skunks all over the place.
Orca. Her name is Orca. Like the proper name of the killer whale is Orca.
So Orca. You're saying Orca.
Her name is O-R-C-A.
Right.
Yeah.
It's Orca, but you say Orca.
Orca.
I thought you were like O-L-C-A or something like that, but you're saying Orca. It sounds like Orca.
The difference in our accents is O-R-C-A. O-R-C-A.
You crazy outback MD talker.
Orca.
Like
it's an orca. I can see an orca. But she's a cat, and she does terrible things to birds and mice, but whatever, she's a cat.
Well, hey, that's how they roll.
That's right.
I had a cat. We always had a cat stay outside, and they'd show up at kittens, and because I lived out in the middle of nowhere most of my life when I was younger. And cats are sadistic, man. They go, like this cat would go find like a bird. They would bring it back, like all this massive land, right? They'd bring the bird to the porch right in front of the front door. I would walk out, and the cat would had ritualistically separated the heart from like the wings. Like it methodically is a murderer, like Dexter. I mean, it would separate. I mean, it literally looked like it looked like it was doing this shit to fucking freak us out and take, it was like a warning to us, like, don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with this pussy.
It was actually a gift.
This pussy will fuck you.
That was a gift. They bring
you don't fuck this pussy. This pussy fuck you.
Stray cat. What are you saying, stray cat?
Well, I mean, that's what it is. That's a presentation. That's the offering. Cats do that.
Yeah.
They bring body parts like that, and so literally that'll be the heart. Like they won't eat the heart or some weird shit like that, and they'll just leave it sitting in like a particular spot.
She decapitates things.
I just mutilated an animal and I left the parts there for you. You love it, don't you? I'm like, ooh, Jesus Christ, this fucking cat's got to go. That's like some crazy ex-girlfriend shit.
But I never asked this cat. I never brought the cat into my life. I never bought the cat. It walked into my life, and it was a really good friend of mine. So I've just loved her ever since. No matter what she does, no matter if she decapitates mice and birds, I still love this cat. And she's not normal. Like she's really still very timid of everyone. She won't go near my 3-year-old and my 2-year-old. She will let the older kids touch her, and she loves me, but that's about it. She's still really timid and stray.
Mm-hmm.
But she came into my life and I love her. I haven't had a cat since I was a little tiny girl. And I didn't ask for a cat, but I needed this cat because she came into my life when I really needed her. Like she was like this ultra friend who licked my head and just was my friend when I needed somebody, when I needed something. I had no humans in my life that could help me, but she came in and she started licking my head, and I didn't like it that much, but she.
Jules,
yeah, their tongues aren't soft.
Mm. What'd you say,
Do
Jack?
what?
I said, Jules, I'll lick your head for you.
Whoa. Whoa.
I have
You know what? It would be so interesting, like, and wild if you did that. But you know what would really fucking flip me out? If you did it from where you are right now.
Here's
Simmons
my
book.
head. She licks that bit there.
Like,
go on. Lick that bit.
Remember the movie Jawbreaker and Manson sticking out between his fucking fingers? Hilarious. Manson flipped out like a month and a half ago in a show in Texas. He flipped. Like, I think he had a breakdown.
Who?
You know how that stars are, man.
Who?
Oh, Marilyn Manson?
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. So, I mean, let's just say what other bands. But yeah, he flipped. He had they said it was like I watched, some of these metal and rock YouTube update news channels, and yeah, he apparently, I'm surprised it happened sooner. I mean, he's been hard on drugs for fucking since I was fucking 14 years old. Probably before that. He come out of Miami with that second album, and then he blew up, with the next album, in 1996, and Echo Superstar. And as far as I know, because I remember watching Pantera 3, Watch It Go. You ever watch that, J-Rod? It's one of the coolest fucking videos, dude. 3, Watch It Go. I was a huge Pantera fan. But yeah, you watched it, and you could tell that he was killing all of them were though. I saw them at Reinventing the Steel tour in Biloxi with Morbid Angel and Nothing Face and that shitty band. It's a shitty band, and Soulfly, and some they had that ham dancer guy or whatever. Well, this guy was Yngwie Malmsteen came out. I don't even think it was him.
Nice.
And people were just being dicks. Yeah, wow. And they were throwing fucking handful of quarters at the guy, and he's wearing one of those like long nose masquerade mask, Yngwie Malmsteen's a really good guitar player. I don't think it was with him. Why would he show up to a Pantera show? Yeah. There's what's his name, man? Man, I tell you, I would, I'm a big fan of strapping. I would love to see Devin Townsend's project shit, man. That's a bad motherfucker. He's awesome.
Best skullet on the planet.
Do I?
He shaved his head though, didn't he? Didn't he cut that shit off?
Yeah, we had to because he was like whacked out like bozo around the sides and bald right here. You know what I'm talking about? Like he had that. It looks so weird and odd. And he had this long ass goatee with like just that was weird. But yeah, he keeps his head shaved now, which is probably the best thing. He's really
full-blown skullet.
Oh yeah, he's like if you watch the video for Love, dude, that guy's insane, man. They're probably one of the best experimental guitar. You know what I mean? That's why I've always liked Meshuggah, but not all Meshuggah. It's like Destroy, Erase, Improve. That right there was very experimental. Strappings is all like that. You know what I mean? Epic. Like I have visions of crazy, wild shit when I listen to Strapping, and Meshuggah. But I've actually been listening to some new ones lately. I have some friends that have a pretty good local band called The Cursed Creator. I'll have to send you some video or something like that. She's a female singer. She can fucking rip. Yeah, she's pretty hardcore.
Can anyone do the Mork fingers?
Did you hear me? I said nanu nanu.
I'm not very good at it. I can only do it like that. Can anyone do?
What are you doing?
I
More for
can.
Mark.
Show about Mork and Mini Mark.
Can't see
Yeah,
me.
like
Mork.
fingers
Anu.
like that. You do that.
It's
Just realized I have more dexterity in my left hand.
all these Illuminati, satanic, Luciferian signs y'all keep throwing up, man. Y'all freaking me out.
Freaking me out, man.
You're freaking me out, man. You are freaking out, man. I can't wait to see the sequel to Super Sure. It's just gonna be so funny. It fucking took 20 fucking years. Fuck. It'll be great. You are freaking out, man. Littering Ann, smoking the reefer.
Did we lose D?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
He had to go do something. He took off, and every time I see that picture right there that he has, it cracks me up because he's holding his finger out in front of him, but it looks like he's, ooh, did I do something naughty? You know, I guess.
It was a naughty boy in it.
He's like, ooh, I'm naughty. That, and you're like fucking Chris Farley, all fucking Billy Madison. That is correct. You know, it's
dear God,
exactly what it
the
looks
answer.
It's like 1985. He's just like, dude, when I was younger, I thought that movie was so just retarded and dumb, right? As I got older, it's one of those things that's like, oh my God, it's genius. Like, you ever watch Kung Pao? Enter the Fist?
Yes.
It's such a goofy stupid. The first time I watched it, I was like, this is so fucking stupid. What is this? The second time I watched it, me and my best friend, I did not stop laughing. So I was like, how did I not see this? It's fucking genius. And I know people watch it and they be like, this is so stupid. It doesn't make any sense. It's just dumb. It's so ridiculous. It's too ridiculous. I'm like, no, you're just like, you're not getting it. You obviously don't have the well-honed artisan craft sense of humor that I possess, because yeah, that's just genius. It's pretty good. Fucking chick with one titty. She comes and says something important. He goes, okay. That's a fucking hilarious movie. I like that though. I like stuff like that. Like the new MGMT album, right? Or the latest Tame Impala album from 2 years ago, Currents. Like when I first started listening to those albums, I remember when it came out. And then of course MGMT's last album just came out. But when you start like MGMT's new album, like their music is so, all the songs are different. And it has a lot of what's that guy's name? He helped write some of that music, and a lot of the music that album's kind of like in the flavor. I'm trying to remember his name. Anyway, but it kind of catches you off guard. You're like, I don't know about this. I'm gonna have to listen to it again. The second time, you're like, oh, okay. Third time, I'm like, damn. And then by the fourth time, man, I'm just like, okay, this is the greatest damn music I've heard in probably 15 years, man. You know, Tame Impala, you know, Currents. Of course, all his shit, all Kevin Parker shit's insane, man. That's why I say, you know, down there, down under, man, they're killing it on rock, man. Just the best rock music that I've heard in the last, you know, probably a half decade or so has come out of Australia. You know,
hey,
and Kevin Parker's probably the best songmaker.
Did you see the last thing I posted in Music Links, Jared?
Yeah, I was just gonna ask you. I can't remember what the name of the band was.
Dune Rats.
There it is.
What is it?
Dune Rats.
Dune Rats.
Everything you say is bullshit in every single way.
Oh, okay. I've heard that. Yeah. I didn't know the name of the group.
I'm a little fucked up. Could be the drug.
Funky
I'm
and
a
catchy.
little fucked up. I might need a hug. I'm a little fucked up. Yeah, that's the way the song goes.
Sing it.
All songs like that are great. All songs like that are awesome. Like
Everything is
Andrew WK is like kind of annoying to me, but it's something about that fucking song. Like you ever watched him on Aqua Teen? Party. It's like trolling himself. It's just hilarious, man. But like that punk song, you know, how's it go? Beer. All I really want is beer.
In the song, I can send it to your PM. It's quite a good laugh, actually, isn't it, Jared?
Yeah, it's pretty good, actually.
It's a good video.
Just like party.
I have to go watch it.
Yeah, I'll post it to. I'll post it to you, Heather. Hang on.
Oh,
I'll have to check it out on.
You never sing.
You said it's on Discord.
I love it. It's really awesome.
But I mean, there's a lot of good music coming out of Australia for like the last 10 years. I like Empire of the Sun. You know?
I'm a little
Current
might need a hug.
C90s.
Ah.
A lot of good ones coming out of Australia. They're killing it. They're killing it on good rock, just good all around good rock. Because Tame Impala is really psychedelic rock. A lot of surprisingly a lot of ELO influence, which ELO is one of those groups. You could take them and leave them. They have a few songs. I feel the same way about like Bachman Turner Overdrive or Boston and.
Did you, Jibba? Did you check out that Doom Side of the Moon?
Yeah, I started. So I'll tell you earlier when I was going to say something, but I didn't want to interrupt anybody. I started to listen to it, and I had to stop. So I have it paused and waiting right now. So when I go back to playing, and I'm killing, all kinds of raiders and mutants or whatever I'm going to be doing, shooting people, I'm going to be jamming the fuck out because it works out. Because see, like the wall,
it works out pretty good, I think.
Let me tell you, man. They're like I said on the Discord. I said everybody and a mama has done a cover in whatever style of Boys records, and they don't just one song. They do the records. You know what I mean? So I've heard like Orb. Orb did all of their damn records. You know what I mean? And they're pretty good. That's probably one of the best cover of their covers. Of any covers I've ever heard. Yeah, that was pretty good. I heard one group that was metal do it, but it's been so long, and there's so many people that do covers, and they're like whatever style, most of them are just shit. Dude, if I had a nickel for every
turned me on to.
Say that again.
I said there was a reggae one that my buddy turned me on to.
Well, I mean, see, I've heard of several of those. Who was the one that did the cover? Who did the cover? You remember?
I don't remember the name of it.
I'm a big fan of reggae. I had on a reggae. I'm still on a reggae kick for like old reggae. I don't listen to new shit, but all the way up until like the late '80s, like Barrington Levy. But I like Tosh, of course, Marley, the Wailers, of course, Toots and Maytals, Toots and Maytals, all those really classic. In fact, Toots and the Maytals invented the word reggae. A lot of people don't know that. And they made the word up in a song, and that's become the name of the genre, because before that it was very ska-y, a lot of horns and shit, which people went that direction. Perfected that in America, and then unfortunately one of the greatest tragedies I think in music is Bradley Nowell dying. That was when I was a teenager, man. That was devastating to a lot of people that were really big fans, my friends and shit, me included. Bradley Nowell is a very hell of a musician, and it makes you wonder what he would have been doing. Like if I had to choose between, it's like, oh, who's you gonna let stay dead, Kurt Cobain or Bradley Nowell? Well, pretty much Kurt Cobain can just stay dead. I could pick a lot of people. There's people I wouldn't even listen to. Kurt Cobain could still stay dead, and they could come back. It's just Nirvana's got one of them things that you get tired of hearing shit. I have friends that say that shit all the time. That was everybody was Nirvana. When we were growing up, man. I remember the first time I heard Even Flow by Pearl Jam, and she blew me away. At the time, I listened to Guns N' Roses and Metallica and Megadeth and of course Led Zeppelin and all that shit. And when the Black Album came out, I was like, what the fuck is this shit? And I was a kid too, and I knew something was right? So really, you could start with Injustice for All, Metallica. It's just a bunch of shit starting with that. Injustice for All was really good, awesome. But you could tell it was already like a little bit of the beginning of what was going to come, because Burton gone, and then
album to me.
Yeah, I like Justice for All. I think Master of Puppets and Brother Lightning, of course, they're the best ones to me. I'm kind of torn between those two. Master of Puppets, just Orion. Oh, then Injustice is awesome, man. But Injustice is good. But Black Album, man, I didn't realize it till a few years later. But when they finally come out with another album, that load. Oh, it's a load, all right. Load of fucking horse shit. Maybe one song I could deal with. And they did a remake. In, I think, was it Load 2 of of a really good band, Whiskey in the Jar, and that's just because the song was a good song, not because what they did, because I love
Thin Lizzy.
What's Thin Lizzy, man, they were great. That's another tragic. That guy right there, the lead singer, him dying, man. That makes you wonder what other music, because I love Thin Lizzy's great. An Irish band with a black singer, right? Wasn't he? Yeah. He's a mixture, something, but that right there is a little off when you look later look back. There's a lot of groups like that I never heard of, and I found out like the MC5, Motor City 5. Them motherfuckers got down, man, and I never heard of them up until like 2004, and I was like shocked. I was like, who the fuck are these people? MC5, groups like that.
I didn't know that Thin Lizzy were Irish. I had no idea that Thin Lizzy were Irish with a black singer. So that's
Whiskey in the Jar. You can't tell, but that's Whiskey in the Jar. That's a straight up old.
I know
what they call that.
I know.
Yeah, it's not an Irish folk. It's an Irish. There's a name for it in particular. Because there's several genre types of Irish folk. And because there's drinking. There's the drinking song.
I thought you were saying that the whole Thin Lizzy band are mostly Irish, like Irish people that are in Thin Lizzy.
Yeah, they're straight up out of Ireland.
They were out of Ireland. In fact, I don't think they ever left Ireland. Yeah, straight up. Yeah, I mean, so some of those words I can't even remember, which is crazy. Most of my family's Irish, and I can't even remember the words. I'm
gonna have to go and get some Thin Lizzy now. I need some Thin Lizzy. I need to have a refresh.
Fucking Jailbreak. That was probably
the big Anthrax version of Cowboy Song.
What's the best Thin Lizzy song to listen to?
Well, The Boys at Back of Town's the most biggest famous hit.
Right, Whiskey in the Jar.
Jailbreak. Tonight is going to be a Jailbreak. That's one of my favorite of those three hits.
Cowboy Song, Jules.
Jailbreak.
Okay, it's a good song.
Is that Jailbreak?
Tonight there's gonna be a jailbreak. Yeah, that's how it goes. That's the hook, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that the hook? Yeah. I mean that's the hook. That's the hook that brings. Song structure is something I didn't even get into a couple of years ago. It kind of, I get mad because I never really thought about lyrics. I mean, I wrote poetry and shit like that, but I never really. I played guitar when I was younger, and I quit because I didn't. Not because I couldn't do it. It's because I just didn't care enough. I'm kind of one of those people that if I don't have the interest of why would I waste my time when there's other things that I have interest. Now I don't have interest in fucking anything but crazy shit that doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? Like all the bullshit we talk about. It's like shit that you can't actually prove because of all the secrets and hidden shit. I try to explain shit to people, and people are like, you're one of those conspiracy theorists. It's like, hey, hold the fucking phone. There ain't nothing that I harp on that I can't pull up info and shit that's happened and be like, okay, this is valid shit right here, But I see shit all the time. I'm gonna be honest with you, like Elon Musk. I think the guy's probably a good guy. I really don't have anything. Of course, I don't really look into Elon. So, like I saw some of the shit who was it that posted that earlier today? Like he posted shit like he fucking basically, it was a whole thing that he posted on Discord about how he thinks Elon doesn't exist and shit. Who was that? It was HHM, maybe? No. Yeah, maybe it was He Hate Me. I don't remember who, but yeah, they had like several posts.
I haven't been on all
that Discord shit was aggravating me. Well, you were on to school.
I was only on this morning a little bit.
Remind me of all my idiocy. So I'm trying to post a damn nasty ass meme, and I'm not even thinking. It's the principle. It's the principle, dude. Shit like that makes me mad, dude. It's the principle of the situation. Like I should be able to fucking share it, and then there it is. And then when something doesn't work out, I get fucking mad, man. It's like, and then at a point where it's like it becomes personal. But then there's that separation where it's like, fuck it, I give up. You know what I mean? And if I don't give up, then it's real personal. I can't stop.
And then you be like, smart ass.
It's like, here, there it is. And I'm like, you fucker.
You want me? You just
and they're like, okay, Rod, I'm just fucking being a dumbass, lazy, not paying attention to what I'm doing.
It's
screen
ACDC.
caps, dude.
I'm thinking of ACDC's Jailbreak. ACDC. ACDC's Jailbreak is different to Thin Lizzy's Jailbreak.
I can't do ACDC. I like Thunderstruck. That's probably the only song, or maybe back before Brian Johnson. You know, I heard
I don't know if ACDC covered that or not. It might be a different song.
Yeah, they can't cover it because it's the same 3 chords in every song, right? So they can't cover a song that doesn't have the same 3 chords. So that would defeat the ACDC way. They have to change 3 chords up. Yeah. So, I mean, they use the same 3 power chords, and they just change up the order. And the film is the same order for every song. Yeah, I don't know. Jailbreak is the same. It's a good 4-chord song, you know, but it's not like all the other 4-chord songs that are part of the 4-chord songs, you know.
Right. Oh,
what happened? We just lost somebody? Was that Jules? I think Jules.
Yeah, we lost Jules again. She's having some connection issues, I think.
Yeah, shit. Yeah, I was waiting for D to come back. I don't know if he's all right. I mean, he obviously still got it running, you know, but
yeah.
Because I got to go. He said I was asking if he was coming because I got to run to the store and get some backy. I need to quit again.
It's probably a good
I quit,
time,
man.
Then.
I never quit.
It's 20 to 8 here, and I haven't been to bed yet, so I think I might take a quick power nap and.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'll be around. You know? I got a fucking new belt on Camry, and I had a fucking problem with my damn. You know, it pisses me off, man. When I don't have, you know, I have this thing. You know, I've worked on cars. I've been a mechanic. I've done construction, all the types, electrical, and I have this thing. If you had, I don't care what the job is. I don't care how impossible it would seem. Right. This is just the truth. Okay, this is one of those rare truths. There ain't a whole lot of them. There's none of you probably hear a few. Like you're gonna die one day. That's the truth. Okay, facts are not true. But if I have the right tool, I can do anything for that. You know what I mean? And when I don't having a 9/16 fucking bolt with a 16-point fucking closed in wrench, it pisses me off. And I couldn't get a ratchet to the tensioner, and I'm starting to, when I start to fuck something up, I have to stop, you know what I mean? Because I'll stop myself because I get pissed off, and then I'll try it again, and I'll fuck it up. So I have to go get I got fucking I got a 250 piece, Craftsman set in there, and it's just I need a fucking 6-point, closed in at least. I prefer a ratchet wrench, I hate it when I don't have the right tool, man. It just fucks everything up. I don't have the leverage. Ugh. You know what happened? The front end was replaced because it was wrecked, right? And the wire that comes, kind of plugs into the top of the AC compressor. Apparently, they didn't put that back into that rubber little harness on the alternator or wherever it was at. They push it in. The wire got caught by the belt, I guess, and yanked the fucking plug out and yanked the end with the plug and probably about 7 inches of wire. So I got to get the end replaced, rewire it, shrink wrap it. The belt caught up into the belt pulley right on the alternator and right there, and it fucking split the fucking belt. And the fucking belt's still on. It's been 5 days. The belt's still hanging in there, man. But there's only 3/4 of the width of the belt left, or 2/3 of the belt. So I got to get it taken care of. And then I got the Chevy truck, man. I got to replace fucking handle on the latch handles on the passenger side, through that side. I got an actuator for the window. Man, the whole dash is out. You just got that problem where, like, it started happening before, several years back. Like, you turn the key and crank it, but you can't you can't shift. You know what I mean? It won't let you. It's locked up. So you have to sit there and fucking try to turn the key and get it to shift, start to go into like reverse, or neutral, and just to get it just a little bit, so that way you keep going. So I can't even turn the damn wheel. I can't even get it to drive. So I got to fix a bunch of shit on it, and it's aggravating me. Yeah, when I was supposed to do it 2 days ago. A lot of that shit, but when I lack the tools, you can tell how aggravated it makes me because I keep starting to rattle on.
Get a pair of pantyhose and string around
Put
your
it on
belt.
my head, go rob somebody, buy a new car.
Yeah, that too.
Oh, you got a pair of pantyhose on your head. Yeah, that's yeah. I know where you were going, but I know what you were gonna say. But
I've got her back home before
I'd just put it on my head, go rob somebody, and just go buy me a new truck. So when you get a gun, you go rob a bank, buy you a new truck. It's 97.
But I think I'm gonna have to drop out, guys. I'm hitting the wall here.
I was just about to
All right,
say,
I'll later.
All right, guys.
Sweet.
Thank you, Jared. I love you very much. I love you, man.
Night, guys.
Later,
Love you
bro.
guys.
Pretty cool. Thanks, man.
Good
You too,
night,
man. You be
guys.
careful. Talk to you
Good night.
Good
See you, love.
night. Good night.
later. Well, Jules, I guess I'm headed to the store. Maybe I'll be back on later when Dee gets on.
Where's
Do,
Stray Cat
just
gone?
more something.
Stray Cat going too? She's gone. Oh.
Yeah, she's taking off. Ugh, man. I'm rattling on. I got to remember to stop talking right now.
You're all
I'm
right, man.
talking about something. I was aggravated because it was aggravating me today. I was so pissed because when I was starting to mess something up and I didn't have the right tool. It's one of the most irritating things to me.
Sure.
It's one of the few times.
There is a shit ton of irritation in the astrology right now. There's a lot of Mars squares going on.
Well, that explains a lot. I've been generally just. You notice you hadn't heard from me probably in like a week or so. You know what I mean? I've just been.
Yeah.
Like my Discord wasn't even working. Like I wasn't getting any of the Discord notifications every time somebody said something for like 2 days, and I was like, why? Finally, I just reopened. I had to restore all my shit on my phone. I was like, because it does it sometimes. And I was telling J-Rod yesterday morning, because that's what we were just talking about. I was trying to push that goofy ass meme, and I was having issues. And I was getting aggravated about it. Not like mad aggravated, just like this is bullshit. But the thing is, for the last 3 weeks, I have tried to share videos, share information, PDFs, shit like that. And whenever I had to do it, a lot of times, most of the time, I didn't do it. When the ones I really wanted to, like maybe some of the music, I would just do link copies, instead of sharing to Discord, because it wouldn't let me share. Like I would share to Discord as an option. It would open Discord up, or it would already be open, but it pull it up, and then it would not put the link in. It'd just be blank. It'd just be the cursor, just be sitting there blinking, waiting for a type.
These things are sent to test us in this month of March. There is that many squares in the astrology between Mars and everything that this whole month of Mars, the whole month of March, is here to help us turn some kind of a corner in our lives, because we can't kind of keep going in the straight and narrow. We need to.
Yeah, I'm a stalemate too. I mean, I'm stale right now. I'm stale and going stir crazy. I've been useless for several months.
That's the beauty of astrology, is that I know that I've had a shit ton of that as well. I mean, we all have, and that it's a collective thing. It's not just like me and you. It's everyone is going through.
Nobody else has said it. Nobody wants to say that. I'm stagnant. I've been useless. I've been lazy. I'm not too lazy, but I felt, kind of, I don't know, like super. Yeah, there's some depression. You know what I mean? It's like fuck, when I leave the house to go do something and they don't work out. It's like fucking every time I go to do something, it don't work out, and I have a problem. So like, it makes you where you don't want to go deal with things, because it's like, oh, I'm just gonna fuck it up. You know what I mean? It's that kind of idea, which I know all about it, and I try to get it out of my head because I know what it does. I've been there. I've been depressed, and I never want to go back. Yeah, and I can feel what now is fucking. It's already too much.
Like this is really going to push all of those buttons for everyone. And when you're into astrology and you can understand that this is a month to really try and hold yourself upright and do the right thing for the right reason in every aspect of what we're doing.
And I can feel it.
We're really under pressure. We are like, you know what it's like? It's like carbon being pressurized into a diamond. If we can get through this, we are going to manifest into something brilliant.
Something more strong.
If we don't, we're still going to end up like a piece of charcoal. And we're going to be fighting it. We're not going to want to changing. But what we've got to do in this month, we've got to change something about ourselves. We've got to take a few 90-degree angles of the way that we've been treating our life lately. And this is the moment, this is the month to do it. Because It's all about Mars this month. It's all about Mars, and Mars is squaring
You said
everything.
that last month like a month or so ago when you were doing my reading. You said that this was going on. I mean, I didn't think it was to be that severe. But I don't know if you saw the post. I did a post in music about 3 weeks ago, and it was 2 weeks ago. It was the beginning. It was like the first day of March. It was like the first day that it was not cool, and it was starting to warm up. There was a good sunnish day out, beautiful day, and there's this thing I've had, Jules, and you're going to know what I'm talking about. You would know what I'm talking about because you've already seen it in a reading probably, and plus you already know about this. Okay, throughout my life, especially and after puberty, and when you reach that early part of adulthood, I've had these periods where it's I'd say it probably started more around 24, 25, and every depending, it's not a certain amount of time. I can't say so. It's like every 3 years. No, it's just whenever it happens, right? So I have this feeling, it's like it's not even a feeling. It's like a vision, but a realization that kind of comes over me,
Yeah.
And I can tell when things are going to change. Yep. Like, and I have these realizations that I can tell. Like, wait a minute, it's like it's in the air, right? I can feel it, and like there's a change. Change is going to happen, and then I've had a few of those, and I've had like probably 2 I'm like where I went, okay, something, I can feel this in the air, like literally, I can feel it, I can almost envision it. There's fixing to be a major dramatic change in my life. Well, 3 weeks ago I posted, I said something about it, I was like, the season's fixing to change, it's time to, get out and enjoy some nature. It's beautiful outside. Try to be positive, I was trying to, just a good positive message. I posted, Here Comes the Sun by the Beatles,
Yeah, I love it.
To go with it. And but I was saying that because 3 days before I was driving, and it was probably the biggest one that ever hit me, right? I mean, it was the highest magnitude. It threw me off because I was like, okay, now there's a change coming. I can feel a change coming, and it's not just like a personal change or a big personal change. I feel like a change for everybody, like a big fucking change, like a crazy change. Well, like I have a couple periods where something really big is going to change the way things go. Yep. But, and generally, politically, I've noticed shit like, man, maybe that has something to do with it. But 3 weeks ago, I had it hit me like a ton of bricks. Like it was like literally like hitting a fucking wall, and I hit the air, and I'm like, I just shook my head and I said, oh my God, something really big is about to happen. And I don't know how, usually, I mean, it takes some time. I don't know exactly what it is. A lot of times I know this is happening, but you can't see the mechanics of it as it goes. You know what I mean? You just know it's there. And then eventually it all comes to a head. And by that time, you don't realize that's the change, and everything's changed all of a sudden. You just don't remember.
You're saying that you felt this at the very beginning of March, aren't you?
Yeah, the very beginning of March. It may have been the last
I don't think
February.
I don't think you're on all the channels I am, but I'm on a lot of other spiritual channels as well. I'm not just a truther that does conspiracy. I'm on a lot of spiritual channels.
There's so many. I have like a couple. I kind of did away with a lot of new age shit because I was getting disenchanted. I was some of those fucking really stupid new age shit is ruining it for me. The ones that mattered.
You're already feeling it because you're saying at the start of March it started happening for you. Now, that many spiritual channels that I'm talking about are talking about a wave, a vibration, a frequency that is hitting the earth with what a Stray Cat just went there, but Stray Cat was talking about, the human resonance rising. There is a wave and a vibration that's going to actually hit the earth pretty soon. It's going to be very soon. And it was March. Now we're 25th of March here. So it could be another month or so from now. We don't want to put a date on it. But this is a very, very big change that you are already aware of, Jeremy. You're aware of Jeremy. You already know it's coming because you felt it at the beginning of March. And don't get me wrong, I think it's going to be the sky purple, but it's more than that. It's not like just what we're going to see. As humans, we're going to feel it. It's going to blow over it.
I mean, the feeling was a big enough. It was a big enough feeling of change that it actually kind of, I don't say it scared me or frightened me, but it startled me to like, I don't know, this is really, this could be really big and insane. It might be fucked up. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know if it's good. I tried to stay positive about it. You know, that's why I made the post. You know, trying to be positive and kind of, telling everybody get out and enjoy some sun and some nature. Look at the birds. Look at the trees, because that shit matters. That's all that matters. You know, and enjoy it while it's there, because something could happen if there's that big of a change. And it was a big enough change where I think it's a major deal. And that's just what I got. A major deal. Biggest one I've ever had. It threw me back. I just hope it ain't really bad.
Empathically, I'm talking to you really directly right now. You're feeling what a majority of the spiritual population of the earth is feeling. There is energy shifting in earth that affect everybody. Now, the ones of us who are already on the higher spiritual path, we're waiting for this. We know it's coming. Then there's others of us who are other selves incarnated to develop beyond this energy shift. And then the self people who are totally against it because it's going to affect everything they do, like the Harvey Weinsteins of the world, etc. They're going to be the ones that are going to be running away in fear from what's coming. It's a big wave of energy, and it's nothing to be afraid of. It's coming, so when it comes, just lie down in your bed and let it happen. It's going to come.
Well, yeah. So fighting change is futile. It's totally futile. Yeah, fighting change, because that's one of the constants that there is. A constant, one definite constant. The one of probably, I could probably think of a couple more, but the one that sticks out the most and the strong is change. Change is probably one of the strongest forces that I could ever even think of. Stronger than most people can understand. I mean, some of the strongest things in the universe that you would think power-wise, as far as the scope and magnitude and the strength and the power and energy, change, just general change to us, as far as the way we experience this illusion of change, it's probably, it beats that. There's things like that people that I see, and I've never actually said this to any of y'all, and I have no problem saying it. People that if I said it to anybody else that isn't part of, the crew, they don't know what I'm talking about, or they kind of just like continue talking, and they won't even acknowledge I said it or something, or even, but, and then look, don't get me wrong, I think there are people that take it way too far and take advantage, and I think they're full of shit. Empaths. I think I am a true empath, it's like I feel emotion from weird places, and it hits me hard sometimes. Like I can feel sorrow, like really, and feel happy. I can feel the shit oozing through. I can like watch something, something that isn't even near me, and I can actually feel that shit. I don't know if it's not just me like empathizing, I think I'm a full-on empath. I don't think it's like like that Vice, that people fucking doing nutty shit. I think those people right there are just some of them are taking advantage of people, some of them are just confused. But I think empaths are real, because I've had for the last 2 years, especially in the last, I think starting in September is when I really acknowledged it. It's like I think I'm a bit of an empath.
You are. I can feel that from you. You were already feeling at the start of March that there's something huge going to happen, and you're a little freaked out whether it's going to be for good or for bad. I'm saying to you now, it's for good, because it's a frequency change for the whole of the earth, and everyone is going to have the choice as to whether they want to start to move into the higher dimensions or not. And you might think that's a little freaky, like hippie or
not
whatever.
that.
It's not. Like when you talk about your empathy, when I see a tree cut down, when I see a number of trees cut down on the television, and I don't watch television anymore, but when I was a kid, I watched trees getting cut down, I would cry. I would physically cry for the death of the tree.
That relates to something that I stopped myself from saying, because I kind of don't understand it. Like now trees in particular, I can see it, I can feel it makes me sad, especially when I see smoke bellowing from this, million acres shot of a million acres that has been shot down. It's just cut down in the rainforest or wherever like in like a crazy short amount of time. And you see smoke smoldering, and it's like, oh my God. And it's not just the trees.
Yeah.
It's like all the creatures that embody that. And that directly affects us, not even just in emotion ways, like physically, chain wise. I mean, think about how much medicine is there that we just lost. How much, how much medicine, how much cure, how much food, you know. And then I see something. Luckily, I get a taste of some good shit, like the couple that went to South America in the late '80s. I think it was like '89, and they took a bunch of the old oranges that were out of date. They had truckloads, and they dumped oranges over across this big amount of land that was just deforested. And they went back 30 years later, you know, they're old now, and they went back and it looks so beautiful and lush. And all those creatures, you know, have a place. Of course, they're all orange trees, but that's awesome, you know. And that right there really made me happy. But what I'm going to say before I lose it, sometimes I can feel the earth as a whole, like, you know, it's the outer layers in pain. Like the surface is, I can say the whole earth, because the whole earth is going to take care of itself. Fuck us. We don't matter. You know what I mean? It matters, and it doesn't care about us, especially when as a whole we don't give a fuck enough about it. You know, and don't get me wrong.
But you do, and I do. So those of us who do journey, those of us who really take care of her, who actually just like pick up the rubbish off her, and we
don't just take and take and take.
We pick up the rubbish, and we do what we can to love her. So me and my kids, we're going to pick up rubbish off the side of the street. I'm going to put it in my bag, and I'm going to take it home, and I'm going to put it in the bin. And I teach my kids that is how Mother Earth loves us more, is when we take care of her. And you do it in whatever small capacity you've got. And when
if every one person just picked up one thing, my God, just one little thing, even if it was a cigarette butt, if every one person that, you know, just one day they chose to do that one day out of all their whole life, pick up one piece of trash.
That's right.
Just that right there. It could take a whole lot more, but that right there, that whole major act of everybody doing that one day, of picking up one thing.
It's just of saying, I love you, my Mother Earth, and I will, you know, I will get this bit of food off your dress. I'll pick up the rubbish off your ground and I'll put it in a bin, you know, because someone else has been careless to do that.
The last really good story that had to do, and it wasn't just about the biological and botany side of what was going on, but it was the food and the community thing. I think it's Denmark. I think it's a city in Denmark. I could have that country wrong, but I think it's Denmark. I was listening to Science Friday on NPR. Do the Science Friday shit they do every Friday, NPR, and it was about, I think it was about like 2.5, 3 years ago, and there was a story, a 15-minute story of the ones they did, where that whole city, and it's not very big, it's very small, but the whole city took every bit of free land, public land, and if it's like the side of the road, if it's a medium or wherever it was, if it's open and something can be planted there, food was planted, fruit was planted, vegetables were planted, and people could take just what they need to eat that day, you know, as a family. And there's plenty. That shit should be going on everywhere. Michigan, you know, that's why I feel bad for Flint, Michigan. You know, they have that. They were doing that, right? They started those like community gardens and shit. And it's like, you know, don't take what you need. Don't take, you know, what you don't need. You know, not it's everyone. There's something for your need, not for your greed. And people were just taking their yard, wherever land's available. People were just starting to grow shit, you know. And people, I guarantee you, see, that's where the fucking the higher ups, the ones, the sneaky motherfuckers that are trying to run everything, they fucking hate that shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because, but it made me so happy. I didn't learn to see that.
Can I stop you?
And look what happened. The water's fucked now. See, after 2 months later, they had a water issue with their poisoned water, and I'm like, fuck, man. They finally got out of the problem with their economics because of the industrial. It's because, you know, that's the motor area of the motor, what they call the steel part of the steel belt, right? That's where all the steel foundries, Pittsburgh and all that shit, Philadelphia, all through there. And that was the motor vehicle capital of the world. That's where that's Detroit and all that shit. That's American motor area. That was where most of the vehicles were built in the world, especially in America and so everywhere. It was the biggest industry, boom towns. You're talking about overnight, huge economic boom areas of industry. And then in the last, 30 years, since the 80s, shit went fuck. All the fucking plants shut down. People were fucking poor. People turned to fucking heavy uses and drugs. They could fucking afford to live. Fucking robbing each other. All kinds of killing each other. And finally, some people, it's like, hey, let's just turn all our property into fucking gardens. That right there. If everybody everywhere did it, fuck man, we would never have to worry about food, and we'd be eating good food without all that bullshit in it. But you know what? They've already made laws to stop the shit in the last 2 years. That's fucked. That makes me so mad. I haven't brought that up in any of the things we talk about. Some of those things are just they make me too upset.
I was trying to say something. Jeremy, stop.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was trying to say something, Jeremy. You need to stop when I need to tell you something.
Yeah.
There's a guy who's in charge of American FDA. His name is Michael Taylor. He's gone from Monsanto back to FDA, back to Monsanto, back to FDA. And you need to understand what I mean?
I know his deal.
I think you do. Let me put my finger.
I know all about Monsanto.
I think you do already know about Michael Taylor.
Mm-hmm. I know about Monsanto too. Next to my best friend.
And how to fucking stop shit. He's a fucking terror. He's a nightmare. He's a nightmare. But you know what?
The whole FDA is fucking
shit. GMOs are all the go. GMOs are all the go. Because you got Michael fucking Taylor in charge of your food policy, man. Like
that guy's a son of a bitch.
Seriously.
What you got? 5 people? 5 people. It's like FCC, 5 people. Bunch of fucking idiots. See, the FCC, the FDA, and Big Pharma. When you got those groups right there, the FCC and the FDA, they are responsible for what we are allowed and what is illegal for us to put into and consume, right? That's what we see visually, what we hear, and what we consume in our bodies to eat and nourish us. And if they just fucking poison us, they take away all the medicine, all the cures, all the things that can help. Now that fucker signed a bill, 2 months ago, had me pissed. I'm sure you saw me when I was talking about that motherfucker, that guy fucking signed shit to, because the DEA couldn't do it, to make kratom illegal. And I know so many people that got away from fucking those pain pills and went to kratom, and it was actually helping them. And don't get me wrong, I tell people all the time, like, hey, look, it's an opiate, and you're gonna have withdrawals, and it sucks for some people. Opiates are different from, you might have worse withdrawals from it than you would have from actual pills from the pharmacy. It's funny. 2 weeks before they signed that, they announced Big Farm announced the company that they had done fucking made a condensed version of the shit out of kratom that's 3 times stronger than the kratom is. And then all of a sudden, boom, the FDA, he's able to get shit signed and moved to make it illegal. And I'm like, that fucking cocksucking motherfucker. I was like, these are the kind of people that really kill me.
I don't, you can say it.
They're killing us by not letting us get shit we need.
He's a fucking cunt. Michael Taylor is a fucking cunt, and he needs to be gone. And we got to do it with love somehow, because that's what we're about.
I don't believe in hurting.
We've got to get rid of. I mean, maybe that's what.
Another asshole from Montana will just pop right in, or wherever else. You know what I mean? That's the general idea. That's the way it all.
Going to pop in, yeah. But
not how you change things. Change things from the inside.
I talked to you about you had a feeling at the start of March that it's going to change, and you didn't know whether it's going to be good or bad. And I'm telling you, there's a wave of vibration. It's a frequency that's rising up in the earth right now, and it's going to freaking well get rid of all the bad guys. Basically, you don't realize we humans, we're pretty powerful. When we use our love, we're pretty powerful. But we're nothing compared to Mother Earth.
When we have accountability and we see our potential and we don't overreach, and a couple other things that are just so simple. It's just funny. All these there's so much simple things. And it's the complicated shit that just makes things fucked up. So if things were simple, just to go simple, Everything is better. Those fuckers at Monsanto, a block from my best friend's house, there was a place we called the Pit. It was a ravine area. They dumped piles of string nylon there and just left it there. It's been there for fucking 30 years. And they just leave it sitting there, piles of fucking melted nylon they dumped out of a truck right in the, and there's cattle. There was cattle like right up on the ravine. My buddy lived right there. And we went there on Christmas, right? I'm photographers and artists, and a calf had fell down the ravine into the little pond area. I don't know why it can get out because it was very shallow. I mean, it's not very high water. It just rises when it rains a lot. And it was Christmas Day. It fell down overnight, Christmas night. We went there and it froze of hypothermia, I think, it was halfway out of the shallow ass pond, and it died right there. So what the fuck, And I was like, this place has just got some bad shit. We went down there, we were drinking vodka one night, and I stayed in the tent. My 2-3 friends, and we were like fucking 17 years old. I mean, I'm not a scaredy cat. They fucking didn't want to stay down there. They felt uncomfortable and all that shit. They took the fuck up. I woke up, looked around, like, where the fuck is everybody? People don't like it down there. And my friend Mike, he lived up on the ravine, and his back door where he'd sit and talk to his girlfriend and shit, he would see lights, at his eye level over that area. We were talking about it's got like a 16-foot ravine that goes down into like this pit area. And then you got like, it's about a block, well, it's about half a block. And then you got a road, on that side. I'd have to, it's kind of hard for me to explain it because I'm really bad at it. But he said he'd see lights like at about his eye level, like over that area, which doesn't make any sense because that means that somebody would have to be floating up in the air like 20 feet for that light, with a light, for it to be at the level of his back porch and his steps. I'm sitting there, and he said he'd sit there and several nights. He said he was on the phone one night. Mike told me, he's like, dude, I'm watching 2-3 lights. It's like, nobody goes there. Farmer will, he has a cattle right next to Mike and goes around that little ravine area. It's not very big. It's very small. But you walk on one side, you're walking on piles of nylon. We didn't notice it at first, right? My best friend Jeff knew because he saw it before it all grown up. The flora had grown up. So flora was making it and regrowing, taking over that area. Because at one time it was just like this clay, like pit area that was sunk down, and I didn't realize it. I looked down and said, look at this shit. It's real soft and spongy. He goes, dude, it's fucking piles of nylon. It's melted globs of nylon and piles of string nylon, like net, just melted and piled together. It's still fucking there. How do you just get away with dumping shit like that? These nylon motherfuckers are the same reason that a plant like marijuana is illegal in the first place. From like 20s. That motherfucker. They talk about him like a politician, but he may have been a politician, but he was invested in the nylon industry with Chemstrand and not Monsanto. Monsanto plant is only like a few miles from my house. Chemstrand Road, and the whole road area is Chemstrand Road, and Monsanto is a fucking company, and it's got off the other side. That's what the bay, right? And then right next to it, you got an electric plant.
It would be hard for me to resist taking some fucking, I'm not going to say it here, but you know what I mean. It would be very hard for me to resist fucking that whole shit up, like with some kind of fucking warfare.
Yeah. Well,
but then
I think
one out, there's just another one pops up in its place. That's what you're saying. That's what I'm saying.
Well, you have the Monsanto plant to the north, right off the bay, because they use that water for cooling, right? The bay water. The bay water were freshwater habitat and some of the very best, food, fish and stuff, freshwater that comes off down this creek, what they call Blackwater Creek, and it comes out into Pensacola Bay, or Scambia Bay, which runs into Pensacola Bay, which goes out to Pensacola Beach and the port of Pensacola, and they pull that water in for cooling, and they pump that fucked up water right back out. So you got Monsanto right there, right? Then you got the Chris plant, which is the Gulf Power electric plant, right further south down, like a mile from it. To the north of the river, you got another fucking plant. So you got 3 plants going along that same shoreline in this small ass bay area, and they're all pulling water in and pumping fucked up water out. And Chris is actually the biggest one. The Chris plant, which is the electric plant for Gulf Power, it was like 10 years ago. It was a big story, and then all of a sudden you never heard anything about it. Something about the water, they were fucking the water up, and nobody. It was big. It was in the Pensacola News Journal, and it was a buzz. But the thing was, it was happening right around after the time that we had 2 big hurricanes from there. We had a Hurricane Ivan, which was pretty fucked us up, and then Hurricane Dennis come through the next year and was almost as strong. It was a level below, but it fucked shit up. And but it was kind of more moved over. See, if you're on the right side of a hurricane eye, that's the worst part, because the revolution, the right side of the eye is the right side of the storm is the worst part of the storm to be in. And Ivan was where Pensacola got hit the most. If Ivan would have hit New Orleans, I mean, it would have fucked things up worse than Katrina ever even thought of. Katrina wasn't even that powerful of a storm, but their levees broke and it flooded the area and it fucked everything up. And then you had our wonderful fucking oh so lovely large government and fucking Bush just fucking dropping the ball again, dropping the ball at 2,000 whatever people die in fucking buildings and planes, and then all of a sudden he drops the ball again, and then you got all these people which, you know, they hadn't had a hard hurricane since what they call Hurricane Camille in '59, and it fucked New Orleans up and Louisiana up. So all in Louisiana, all this land, see, Louisiana's below the sea level, and Louisiana, because they pulled all that oil, it was the biggest oil pumping producing area in the world in the 50s, right? So they got pipes, they got hoses running all through the bayou, and they can't pull them up because it could contaminate it with oil. But yet they just set out there. What's going to happen? They're just going to stay out there, and eventually they will contaminate. Well, every time they pull water up out of the ground, like in California, they got a thing that goes up 12 feet, right? Like a measuring thing. That's where the land was 30 years ago. It's sunk because of all the water they're pulling up and spraying all the crops over there in Eastern California. And so the same thing with the oil. They pump so much oil up along there. It's already below sea level. All the land is just disappearing into the bayou and going below the water in the bay. So Creole, the Creole people, the Cajun people, they're losing their land. You got sinkholes where they pumped salt brine out, and the fucked up thing is, it leaves this big cavity, and this cavity is right under bayous of water and swamp. All of a sudden, it just swallows land up and water up, and you don't see it unless you're there. But the problem is, what happens is, see that salt brine, all that salt, so they have to pump water down, and they pull brine out, salty water, and then they let the water dry up, and you got salt, right? But the thing is, these brine deposits are right on the edge of oil deposit areas, right? And what happens is, if they drill down wrong, like kind of, it's like fracking. So fracking just goes down and goes at an angle and goes sideways, right? Yeah. So what happens is, if they rupture that wall, they're not supposed to rupture that wall. There's supposed to be a wall between where the brine stops and the fossil fuel is. Well, if that wall cracks or ruptures, they get too close, that all of a sudden that oil pumps right out into that fucking big ass cavity and just fucking fills the area. And it's fucking the whole ecology up in the Gulf Coast. It's fucking us up bad. Go home. My AC just on. Oh, Jules, I don't know if you're gonna be up. I gotta run to the store anyway.
All right, man.
But if you're up in like the next 40 minutes, I'll be on. Talk on voice if you want or something.
I'm going to bed.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I figure it's getting late where you are. We're here at 7:30 in the morning. So.
Yeah.
I'm way too aggravated. My phone's got a charge, man. So. But I'll talk to you tonight there later on, okay?
All right, man.
I love you, Jules. I'll talk to you later. You have a good sleep, all right?
Okay. See you, man.
Bye.
How do I do this? Get out of a call.
Oh my God, where's everybody at? Shit.
Why? Is it you?
Yeah.
How do you tell me? You still there? Can you hear me?
Yeah, no, I had to go pick my grandkids up. I went to come back, but there was an emergency across town.
Are you fucking having me on?
No. I literally just I rushed in. I'm still breathing heavy, eh?
I actually just had a major conversation with Jibba, just me and Jibba, and it was really intense and beautiful. Like
far out.
Yeah, it's beautiful
I have
have Triple J on a personal chat with you, because he can talk one-on-one about some of the ecological
I was stuff. Running through the house and I just heard y'all though.
Well, just this minute, less than a minute ago, I said, well, I'm going to go to bed anyway, Jibba. And he said if you're still here in 40 minutes, he'll be back. But everyone else is gone. It was just me and Jibba just still talking. Okay.
Shit. Where'd everybody else go?
Just to bed.
Okay. Well, I heard talking. I was running. I was like, yeah, I meant to let you guys know, but I was in a panic. Everything's all right. Like, nobody's hurt or anything, but there was a situation that we got the kids here now.
Yeah, nobody's broken any arms or legs.
Mm-hmm.
No,
You still doing handstands?
Oh no, I'm not. No, but I've done something to my foot. Have a check this out. Where's my camera? Can you see that? Like, look at that.
Oh, what'd you did? What'd you did to that?
I don't know. I have no idea. But you know how these things happen. Like we get these cuts to our body, and as adults, we just don't even like recognize it. Yeah. So Jibba was talking to me about we were talking about the FDA and the Monsanto and all of that. I love Jibba. He's got a lot. He's got a lot of intelligence. He's an intelligent guy. He just there's nothing about it. He is passionate, and he's also he's extremely sensitive. So when I was talking to him, it was just like he already knew that some kind of
this wild card. Hey, Jeffro. Look at it. It's all dark. Jeffro must have passed out. It's all dark.
Oh,
hey, brother.
Wait. What's going on? Hold up.
Shit. No, man. I come running up in here.
And there's only me and Jibba left. And me and Jibba are talking for like half an hour. Me and Jibba are talking.
I wasn't going half an hour. God damn, my chair's all fucked up. Sorry.
Nobody else was.
Are we still live on YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We're still live. I come running back in to make sure that the show was okay, and I heard people talking. And I get here, and Jules is sitting here. I'm like, what the fuck? I thought there was people on.
And the moment he came back, it was like 30 seconds had passed, and I just said goodbye to Jibba, and I was about to go to bed.
Really?
Back.
What?
Yep.
Yeah, no. Are you going to bed, Jules?
No, it's like
give me
20 there. So you can stay out till midnight.
Okay. Give me 2 minutes. Hey, give me 2 minutes to leave and fix this camera, and I'll be right back.
Okay, bro.
Is that okay? Oh, yeah, I just got to turn my phone off and back.
Okay, man. No problem.
That's just kind of really, really spinning me out that Jibba and I finished our conversation 15 seconds before you walked back in the room, D. Right? It's kind of
I heard talking. I come running up in here. I was just like, all right. I was just checking to make sure the flow was going okay. And I have my computer on, so that's why it echoed when I cut my iPad thing on, because I'd set my computer when I had to leave. Just I didn't think it was half an hour. I thought it was like 10 minutes.
Check this house out, D. It's like, look at it. Look at the ceiling. It's like,
oh wow! It looks like a floor. That looks like a cabin of a boat.
I know. It's a floor that's a roof. It's a ceiling. Look at it. It's like weird. And there's the wall. There's the kitchen. It's so corny, 80s.
I like it. It's cool. I like the archways too. The archways I wouldn't bump my head on.
But, what about this freaking wooden roof? Look at it. It goes on and on.
It's like a captain's galley. Holy shit.
It's a wooden roof. I've never lived in a
I
house.
swear to God, it looks like something you could be walking on, eh?
A wooden
I don't swear to God. I take that back. I don't even like saying that.
Man? I don't dig wooden roofs. But anyway,
I don't dig wooden roofs.
I just don't, it's just not me. But
Yar, matey. You ought to get some pirate themed shit to hang around the walls. Do some wood panels around the walls.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I don't know. Don't do that. You can wear an eye patch for the stream.
Yeah, maybe not.
Yeah, don't do that. Get a top hat and monocle.
Maybe not. I already fucked it up enough tonight. I'm not going to be hanging.
You didn't fuck up. What are you talking about? You did great. You did a good reading.
No.
This week's been off for everybody. Golly.
It totally has been off for everybody. And that's what I was talking to Jibber about, because he was having some hard shit going on. And I said, don't you think that you're the only one that's having hard shit going on? There's this total collective Mars squares going on all through the month of Mars. It's affecting everything. Every single week that we're in the month of Mars, we're having the month of March, we're having Mars squares to everything. And it's causing us to have to take a 90-degree turn to what we actually thought we were going to do. It's just the way it is. For everyone. And I'm coming across it myself, and he's coming across it, and I'm just like, hey, you know what? Just chill out because we're in it together, man.
I'm sorry, I was thinking Pop Rocks. I've been dying to get them since I left.
Pop Rocks. Sorry, smoker's cough.
You don't hear that? It's a little.
That's gross, man. I don't want to hear that.
Candy, yeah. Well, it is what it is. It's popping sugar. It's good. It's like sugar with air balls in it, and there's the sugar.
Is that like the stuff you put in your mouth and it kind of pops on your tongue?
Yeah, Pop Rocks. I don't know I forget what they call them here. Star Pops, or I don't know what they're called. Mine came in a little gold bag. Look.
My kids eat them.
I didn't know what it was. I thought it was fucking one of them packets that they put in shoes to keep them smelling good. And I'm like, wait a minute. Oh, I think that's Pop Rocks. I don't know where it come from.
I think that's a freaking condom. It's a condom and you're eating a condom.
Yeah, no, it was black market pack of Coke.
Yeah.
No, I got nothing. I sniff. I didn't mean to snort. It's not black market cocaine.
I don't want to cough on the stream or anything. Like, not that anyone's actually listening now.
Yeah, it's like all two of us, me and you. Like, Jeffro's back. Jeffro's back.
Jeffro.
Oh, he's gone again. Oh, Jeffro. Oh. Jeff Bro. There he is. Now he back.
Jeff Bro.
Okay, what's going on?
There he is. Look at that killer. Look at that gangster. Yo. That's my boy.
What's happening?
Killing.
I'm wondering what time it is there, Fro.
What time it is here?
Yeah, the sun must be coming up, right?
It's 8:30.
It's just it's that time.
8:30 in the a.m.
In the a.m. Oh Lord, that's some a.m. radio talk.
Hold on, let me see. And the sun is supposed to be up, but all I see is a gray overcast like every day these days.
Damn, like what Jules had today.
Yeah,
Jules had that overcast as well.
Oh, kind of. It was sunny. I got the clothes dried on the line. Like, it wasn't that bad. It's just that there was a really weird, eerie, grey thing coming over.
Be right back. I'm gonna just grab a smoke real quick, guys.
Yeah,
but
let me grab my PlayStation controller.
I was gonna say to you, man,
I'll take y'all with me. What's up, Jewel?
Your season is changing, Fro. So, you know, the more you get happy, the more I'm gonna get sad from here on in.
Oh yeah.
Because, you know, the light.
What if I told you?
Fantastic.
Winter is my favorite season. So.
Is it? Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
I love cold weather.
Wow.
I like.
I got some dribble on my shirt.
Yeah.
Jules was telling me earlier I need to embrace my feminine side. Mm-hmm. If she knew how much I like to dress.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's why I like. That's why I like the winter, because I can wear all my clothes.
That's why you always look fly, though, man.
Yeah. Well.
I mean, I can tell by the amount of shoes that you have that you already embrace your feminine side.
Oh yeah. Hold on, Jules. Hey, look at this. Hold on. Wait. There's a stack of. Can y'all see all the shoe boxes?
Yeah. Nice, man. You can do you got furniture made out of them. That's cool.
I know. I have it's like a little table under the window. Look, my remote's on there and all that stuff.
Have you never seen Jeffro's shoe collection?
I have, and it's badass. And coming from Sydney, like when I played basketball, I was in tons of basketball comps, and so I say that knowing one day a friend might see this or something. So I mean. That's cool. But there was a huge look at that. Fly. There's a huge culture for Jordans and Kobe's and what have you. Like and LeBron's and shoes that come out. There's a huge market for it in Sydney, and people get together and do shoe swap meets, and There's people that take the soles off of some shoes and put them on different colors of the same type of shoe.
Soul swapping. Yeah.
Soul swapping.
Yeah, I've never done that. I'm up here.
Well, they do it
here's
in
my
Sydney.
favorite
There's people
pair,
that
y'all.
actually
Look how 80s these are. Okay, these are from 1988, Jules.
Let's see.
Are y'all ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
Damn. Retro. God damn.
Retro.
Spike Lee.
J. Yeah, these are the Spike Lee. Yeah, this is the first time Spike Lee was in a commercial. All right. I'll stop.
These are
no, man. That's fucking awesome.
These are UGG boots from
yep.
2016.
I got some as well. Check these out. I got some
woolly.
boots.
Inside they're woolly, so you can put your foot in it and it's got wool.
I know. I've bought a couple girls UGG boots.
Nice. That's a way to the heart. These are my Mac boots that they gave us from my engineering course that they provided for us. Steel cap, size 16.
That's what I need. I need a good pair of boots.
They're big shoes,
fuck yeah. Yeah, they're 16 US though. They're 16 US and they're really comfortable.
You wear a 6D. You wear a 16?
Yeah, well, I can wear a 15 like basketball shoe, but I'm narrow. Like my foot ain't heaps wide or anything. It's just fucking long.
Could you just stop showing off your shoe size? You're married.
No, I like my new boots, man. I'm new boot goof with them mugs. Hey, I get to work and I kind of shuffle around in them.
I'm the
new
only
boot
one
goofing all over the place.
I'm the one bringing dirt. I'm the one bringing it.
What you talking about? Dirt. I'll bring some dirt. Shit. I'll dig a hole up in this bitch. I'll dig the China. I don't give a fuck. I have a pile of dirt so goddamn high we can climb that motherfucker and put a flag on it.
Yeah, but I'm saying I'm the
D-Max dirt, son.
Feel bad. You don't need to feel bad about your massive shoe size. It's me. It's the one that is actually going. Whoa!
Yeah, no, it's proportionate. Like I don't like look like goddamn Krusty the Clown or anything walking around like fucking needing a red nose and shit. But anyway, like I'm comfortable. I got bootcut jeans too. They gave us these shitty pants for engineering. They fit like waiter pants and they rob my ass, so I just wear my fucking Levi's. Drive me nuts.
Get you some Dickies.
Some Dickies. I need some Dickies, man.
Yeah,
I need some Dickies. I have to order me some off eBay or something.
I've got
Sorry,
Dickies.
Jules don't know what Dickies are. Yeah, that's like work brand pants in America. Dickies. No. And a Dickies also it's also a piece of cloth that you can. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, Jeffro. Dickies also a piece of cloth that you wear as a fake turtleneck under a shirt to make you look classy. I think that's a Dickie. Is that a Dickie as well? I think that's a Dickie. So. Yeah, it's got to be. Two people think it is. So there you go. It is now.
Mm-hmm. Well, that means it's fact.
That means it's fact. It's been peer reviewed.
Fucking Dickie is fuck, man. Dickie is really Dickie.
Well, they hold up pretty good. I'm sure it come out as a shit brand, but they accidentally made it good, so it kind of caught on.
Hey, Dickie must be a bit like Bonds, right?
Yep. Well, no, they don't make underwear. Like all my underwear, when I do wear underwear, like when I'm playing basketball and stuff, they're Bonds. Like I don't wear underwear with jeans. I just wear them like more when I'm actually playing sport, when I'm actually sweating and bouncing around.
Underwear at all, exactly.
I guess to catch the pee dribble. I don't really know the point of it, to be honest with you. I mean, shit. I can just stick a ball of toilet paper up there if I need to. Just saying. I mean, not that I do, but I mean, I shake 3 times. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't even worried about it.
I hadn't even see. I'm wearing an Appetite for Destruction shirt too.
My Guns N' Roses GNR. Hell yeah, man.
Man, you had me at the pee dribble.
Well, that's what else would they be for, right? Unless you dribble your pants, why you got on a pair of fucking tight ass things around your crotch? That don't even make sense. That's like a pad away from a diaper. You know what I mean? Like it is. I don't understand the point.
You're in Australia now, D. It's called a nappy.
What, nappy? There you go, a nappy. What I don't understand is why the fuck underwear has a dick hole in them. Like you're gonna actually use that motherfucker to pull your pecker out of. Like I ain't never in my life, not once, other than trying it, but to see if it worked. put my pecker
No,
through the dick hole of underwear.
I use it every time I pee. What do you mean?
Underwear, like not boxers, but like tighty whities. They got a line in the front, and you can pull it all the way to the side, and then pull the inside all the way to the side. And you can expose yourself, right? What the fuck is that about? It's like double flap, and then I'm gonna pull it when I just goddamn drop my drawers down below my sack and take a leak. You know what I mean? I don't understand what the fucking point of it is. If anything, they should have a little flap on the ass for in case you want to yank them down when you're taking a shit. But a hole right there, and consistently over time. Name one person. Well, not name one person, but Jeffro, have you ever used on the tighty whitey underwear? Have you used the dick hole on them or just boxers?
Nope. Just boxers.
See, I'm speaking as a man. I've never discussed this. This might be something that I start bringing up with people. But I think the dick hole in underwear is fucking pointless. Might as well be panties. That's the only thing that separates them from panties is a goddamn dick hole that nobody uses. What I would like to say is it's more of a cosmetic. It's not a damn real thing.
Why did we wait to the very end of the stream to get to this really hot subject? Because we could have started the stream with this, and it would have been perfect.
Well, topic next week. Why does underwear got the dick hole in them? Like, that'll be the starting topic. That'll be what I write on the thing.
Well, we had a guest tonight.
Yeah, we did. We had to keep appearances. I mean, we start out with the dick hole in the underwear talk. We had to work up to the cow fucking now. It didn't just, like, lead in with it.
Yeah, that just kind of slipped out. Hey,
it's a story to tell. I fucking clunked my way through it because it was a bit pushed. But, I mean, and then we get the flow like this, this shit will come up.
D was like, well, you got to acknowledge it. And we were like, no, you don't. What are you talking about? You got to.
Y'all going to leave me to share with myself that traumatizing experience. Hell, half the people there was too drunk to even remember it. We was fucking cackling though, man. God damn. Yeah, shit happened when I was young. Crazy shit. And not necessarily me. I got shot in the ass. We was cow tipping. I ain't really got many more cow stories though.
You got what?
Who would it be? Yeah, I got shot in the ass with a 22.
Oh my God.
I was fucked up, man. Oh my God, I was fucked up. Oh, get this shit. All right, we was cow tipping. We busted up through this fence. Like, we was just dumbass kids, 16-year-olds, right? And me and my buddy busted up in this fence in his old fucking muscle car. Literally drove through the white picket fence surrounding the goddamn field area. And we're going to cow tip. And we had been drinking Everclear. We drank like a pint of Everclear. And I was blackout drunk. And I vaguely remember coming through the fence because I was in and out drunk. You know what I mean? Like one of them, I was just fucked up. And we get out the cow tip. And before we even push the cow over, I vaguely remember a noise like a gunshot. And with my friend looked up and he says, oh shit. And then I turned around and there was a light on a porch about 120 meters away. I know I'm fucked up and I'm going off what was verified by my friend as well the next day because I remember the light and stuff. And I had assistants putting this story together because he was more coherent than I was. I mean, he was driving for fuck's sake. Let's hope so. So anyway, well, he was. You'll hear the story. You'll see how he was more coherent than me. So anyway, he's like, oh shit, let's go. And there was a light. And I started running towards the light. And there was apparently a farmer out there in his underwear with a fucking rifle. And my friend ran and tackled me and helped me up. And he's helping me. Like I apparently was all fucked up and was just kind of staggering around. And he was helping me back to the car. And we heard another noise. And he said I went down to one knee. And I was just like, I don't know what it said. I didn't Forrest Gump it or nothing. But something bit me. That would have been great. But I was just like, God damn, or something he said. And well, anyway, I woke up the next day and my pants were undone and I had a cigarette burn on my ass. It looked like somebody put a fucking white out on my ass cheek. I'm not kidding. And I'm like, what on my high ass cheek? it looks like a birthmark, but this son of a bitch was pink for 2 years. Right there.
Oh my God.
It's brown now, like a birthmark. It used to not look like that. It used to be pink. It looks like a birthmark, but it's recessed. Like it's if you, I ain't gonna show it again, but if you go back and look, it's recessed. Like it's. So anyway, I had a burnt piece of fucking ass meat, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I didn't know what happened.
Oh my God.
I didn't know what happened at all. So we went to the store. He drove me to the store, and I was getting a pack of cigarettes and a Mountain Dew, and I was all fucking sticky and yucky. I didn't shower. I was just fucking feeling miserable. And that puzzled me. I was like, why the fuck are my pants undone and somebody burnt me in the ass? And, he's just
Oh my God.
We hadn't pieced the shit together the night before. We didn't. Neither one of us had really even talked about what happened. We was at that point to where we was both kind of needed some reminders as to anyway. So he didn't know why his car was all fucked up, like his car anyway. So we get to the store. I get my pack of Marlboro Lights and a Mountain Dew, and I remember all this shit clearly because of the shock. And I pull my wallet out. Hold on, this wallet. I've had this wallet since I was 16 years old. No kidding. And so I've had it for over 20 years. My aunt gave it to me for my birthday and told me I'd lose it within a year. And I've lost it 3 or 4 times, but it's always found its way back to me, believe it or not. So anyway, I pull my wallet out and I open it to go pay, and a fucking 22 slug falls off the top of my wallet onto the counter. And I looked at it, and immediately shit started coming back to me because I picked it up and I'm looking at it. And the dude behind the counter is waiting for me to pay, and he's looking at it. And I look up at him, and I said, I think I got shot in the ass last night. I swear to God. And immediately, I paid for my drink, and before I left the store, I turned around, and sure enough, I had like a cigarette singe hole up right above the pocket of my pants. And apparently, the guy was about 100, 120 meters away with a 22 rifle. And my friend said that he would have been aiming at my head, but the dip of the bullet, it hit me in the ass. So I don't feel bad about not repairing that dude's fence because he shot me. He was aiming for my head, right? And that's a fucking hell of a shot, man. Crazy. That is a goddamn hell of a shot. I'm more impressed about that than pissed about getting shot. And it didn't like stay in, but apparently from the look and from what I could make out, it just stayed in my jeans and singed a hole in my ass until it cooled down. And as I'm bumping around and shit, it fell in my wallet, fell in my pocket and landed on my wallet. And that was it.
Oh my God.
Fucking, yeah, how fucked is that, eh?
That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah. You're a psycho, D.
No, I ain't a psycho. That's just I'm from the woods. That's what happens. You go fucking around with somebody's property, they're gonna shoot you in the fucking ass. They're gonna aim for your head and shoot you in the ass.
I've been chased away from a cow field while I was the getaway driver while my friends were out there. You know, they weren't cow tipping. They were, and they got shot at.
You know, that's even more country ass shit than fucking cow tipping. No, I'm the getaway
picking
driver.
Mushrooms.
No,
picking
being the getaway driver for the fucking cow tippers for when they get chased off with guns. That's like some Dukes of Hazzard shit, man. Sorry, man. It's tripping shrooms, cow tipping. Oh my God.
I know, man. That's funny, man.
That is hilarious, brother. I told y'all about when me and all my friends broke into the zoo and I jumped on that ostrich.
No,
I'm pretty sure I told you guys. No, I didn't tell y'all that. Oh my God.
Yeah, you did actually once.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I
want to hear it again.
Me and it was a good group of us. It would have been 12, 15 people. And God, it was so long ago. I was 18 or 19, and we'd all took a hit of acid and went to this zoo up in right around Mooresville. And I can't remember. I don't know if I ever even knew the name of it, but the back entrance, like, I'm sure people that live around there can verify its existence. And I'd never seen it or heard of it or been there since or anything. This place was a fucking enigma on the map to me because I did live in the area for the most part. I didn't have a car or anything. I got around a little bit. But we go to this fucking zoo that my friends knew about. And I'm fucking sorry I had a thing. So we go to the back of the zoo that I'd never fucking known about or anything that my friends knew about. And there was this big, like Jurassic Park, like 15-foot gate entrance, like door. And there was a fence that went around it, like an old steer ranch or something. It was a big high fence. It was about 6 foot in barrier. And I think it had, I can't remember if it had chicken. I don't remember what the fuck it had. But no, I don't think it did. I think it was just a bunch of boards, like 3 or 4 boards that went down from the top.
So it was more like it was like a refuge, right?
Well, yeah, a pen or a refuge or something you'd see on like a cattle ranch or a steer ranch. Exactly.
Not like a giant zoo with lions and shit, right?
Well, this fucker had a barn, like this big ass barn with a big ass fucking fence around. Well, anyway, we went in and it was basically ostriches and steers, and they were mixed. Yeah. And they were all running around and shit, right? But we eventuated up to a barn that had these big goddamn bars in it, and a fucking rhinoceros was in it. And outside the back of the barn, you enter this big open area, and it had a big giant mama giraffe and a baby giraffe in it. I'm not kidding. Hey. And as we got there were some animals that we saw in this big ditch thing, like this other little sanctuary spot that we couldn't tell what the fuck was in it. And somebody threw their glow stick in it. And they were kind of like toot, 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 trying to get closer to the glow stick. And as they did, this big ass fucking bird, it wasn't an ostrich, but this big ass bird started coming into the light with it, right? So he'd take a step and you'd see a silhouette or something, take a step closer. And he'd take another step in the silhouette. And finally, he just ran out there and grabbed it and dipped. Hey, we didn't know what the fuck was in there. But after we saw the rhino and the damn giraffes, and we heard some boars and shit, we heard some pigs, we started freaking out like, oh shit, that was probably a lot more risky than you would have wanted to think. If you'd have seen what was in there, you might not have jumped in that bit. And they had these 2 dogs roaming around everywhere that were just running around the place, and they were like Boover something. They're like Bavarian dogs, and they stood like the backs of them were like 5.5 feet tall. They were like ponies. I kid you not, these huge curly haired dogs. And so anyway, as soon as we go in, we're like steers and ostriches. Oh shit. And we're all fucking young and stupid. And I had like 3 friends that were trying to corner this one ostrich. We were near one of the corners of the things when we come in the entrance. And they were about 50 meters, each of them, from this ostrich. And one of them would take off towards it, and the ostrich would juke left, and they juke left, and the ostrich would take off right and run closer to one of the other dudes and kind of stay in like a little crowd area. And I'm like, oh shit, they got a fucking ostrich pen. Yonk. Off I went. I was just like, I'm gonna catch a fucking ostrich. I'm not even kidding. I'm gonna catch a goddamn ostrich. And I'm dead set, man. Oh my God. And I got this fucking ostrich in my sight, laser sight, man. And I'm hauling ass, and that ostrich is kind of, it sees me coming and faces me, and it jukes left, and I keep going straight, then it jukes right, and I keep going straight. And by the time it realized I wasn't gonna fucking bite, it had turned around and tried to start running with them big legs, and I was already in the air, and I landed on them. I long jumped on it, and I landed on the back of it, and his legs just went. Oh my bloop. God! So I'm sitting on this ostrich body, and I got his neck in my hand, and I'm like, damn, I'm looking at it in the eye. I'm like, what the fuck I'm gonna do with you? And I reach under and I grab it underneath like a big turkey, and I pick it up, and it starts doing this. And I'm like, nope, we ain't gonna pick you up. So I just sat him back down while I'm sitting on his back. I didn't hurt him. I mean, other than maybe a big giant fucking dude jumping on it. But yeah, I wasn't like grabbing him by the neck or being sometimes. Yeah, well, you seen people ride him and shit, yeah. And like he was all right.
I've seen people race him
around and shit after. That's trippy. I never seen ostrich races. Oh my God. See, I could have tamed me a fucking stud right there.
Factory.
I could have been Mooresville's finest fucking ostrich racer right there. It could have been a career start. But yeah, anyway. So I caught me a fucking ostrich, man. Then we broke in. We got into the barn and we were fucking with that rhinoceros. One of my friends jumped between the bars and got in a rhinoceros cage. And then we went out and we were petting a fucking giraffe. And I remember shining a flashlight on my friend Josh. And he's looking at this giraffe. And he was on ecstasy and fucking tripping acid. And his eyes were just like, it was just like somebody looking at the most majestic thing you could ever possibly imagine. It was so beautiful. It was spiritual. And so, yeah, and in hindsight, giraffe will fuck you up. Like, God, dude, this is dumb as shit, eh?
I'll be right back. Man. I'm going to go and do something.
Okay, Jules.
Okay.
So that was that, man.
Go.
That was pretty much that.
Leave us, Jules.
Yeah, leave us be with my zoo stories. Yeah, I done chased her out with some horror stories of abusing animals. It wasn't abuse, man. It was this young interest. You know what I'm saying? It was like curiosity.
Are we still live on YouTube?
I believe we live, man. I think we live on the tubes. Pretty sure we live. Either we just hanging out. No, we're live.
Yeah, we're live. We didn't even realize we were live.
I thought it was a hangout at this point. Shit. Yeah, I fucking rambled on there. My bad. Goddamn. But
that's okay.
That was a fucking trip, man. I don't know if I got many more zoo experiences. Monkey rapes the frogs is a pretty good one.
Yeah. Jeez. What time? It's like 8:45 here, D.
Yeah, you heading out.
I think I gotta go. I think, huh?
You heading out?
Go to sleep.
Yeah, that's either get some sleep or go make some eggs and be up for the day.
Yeah, something like that. I got to take at least a nap. I only got like 3 hours of sleep the other night.
All good, brother.
So I'm trucking. But
damn, you need to catch up.
Thank you for having me.
Man, it ain't nothing to it. Always, you always.
Are we doing this again next week?
We sure is. If you down, we is.
All right, I'm down.
Awesome,
As long
man.
as the gang's all here. As long as the gang's all here.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
But,
They'll be here. Jules has got her segment next weekend.
I'm here now.
Okay.
I'm still. It's bin night, so I just remembered I've got to put my bins up. That's all.
Yeah. Well,
That's all
Jules,
right. Jeffro's about to. Sorry.
Yeah, I just said my goodbyes, Jules.
I know, and I wanted to say goodbye to you, and I love you very much, Jeffrey.
Okay, I love you too, Jules. I love both y'all, and I'll see y'all.
Yeah, love you too, Jeffro. You take care, brother. Be good, man.
All right, y'all.
Catch you soon, bro.
All right, bye.
That's a good dude right there.
He is.
Jules, I might go ahead and wrap her up. It's about 11:30 here. I know it's about midnight there. I was gonna hold you till midnight, but
No, I'll be good to be gone now.
Yeah, I'm knackered. I got some shit I got to deal with my car and family stuff, but shit,
what,
man.
This summer night?
No, tomorrow. Just something to get a little bit of sleep for.
Get your sleep, get your rest. It was good to see you. And
yeah, absolutely. It was great to see you as always, and look forward to it next. I hope to see you a few times this week, and
yeah. So how do you hang out?
What was that?
I said, anyway, see ya.
Yeah, I'll hang up. It was great chilling with you though, Jules. You take care of yourself.
You too, man. See ya.